They want us to think that we're an insignificant speck of dust, but let me tell you, we are so much more than dust in the wind.
At least 4 billion useless eaters will be eliminated by the year 2050.
I'm still waiting for somebody to show me gas pressure without a container.
I personally don't believe anything they say, right down to the God they claim they worship.
None of the math adds up.
You could stack up all their math books, all their science books, and even put all their degrees stacked up on top of that, and you still wouldn't be high enough to see the curvature.
This is exactly why grounding is so important.
We see too far.
We're just regular people who know we're being lied to. We're tired of it.
The bottom line is, there's only one choice left, and that's to dismantle this whole thing from the top down.
Yay, 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 it's your birthday. Hey, 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 it's your day. It's not Monday, it's not Tuesday, it's not Wednesday, it's not Thursday, it's not Friday, it's not Saturday, it's not Thursday. It's your birthday. The day's up.
What's going on, dudes? Welcome to the 1-year episode of the Phone Booth Podcast. Mike Tyson sent us that message special, so don't hate on him.
Thanks, Mike.
Hello,
Yeah, he didn't have
I'll
time
add
to
that
stop by, so, he just threw us a little message.
Heath Bithy.
Oh, Mindy, what's up? Everybody, come check with us in the chat. Come say what's up.
Yes, please do. So, everyone, it has been a year.
One whole
Crazy,
year?
right? I
Feels
didn't
like
even think they'd let us make it this far. I really didn't. I didn't think it was going to happen.
I'm
I
surprised
didn't think
we
my
still have
wife
a
would
YouTube.
let me make it this far.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, God. Yeah,
That's
well, she did. Thank God. So,
Viking, thank you, brother. Thank you for the carets.
oh, yeah, what's going on? So, we're, we sent out some invitations, but I don't think anybody wanted to show up, so. Just kidding.
Would you? I mean,
No, I mean, it's
We
like,
almost did it again.
So for everybody doesn't know, there's multiple times I have sent Death clips of us grabbing our drinks, taking a sip at the same speed at the same time, and putting them back down
It lines up
multiple
perfect.
times, and it's weird.
it's creepy.
It's
I
a
don't
little
like it.
gay, but
I'm
it's all
looking for it now.
Father Founding said happy birthday. Thank you, brother. That's my dude right there.
right. Well, you get to look at all the fun comments.
I can't
Yeah.
believe we.
I just figured I'd shout them out
Actually
randomly.
have
I'll try to
been-
fit them in as we go and not interrupt anything important if there's things
Dude.
important.
So 50, well, we can't count this one because it's not up yet, but 51 episodes, and we've only had 2 booted off YouTube.
That's not bad.
That's insane. And
Yeah.
one of them was for talking crap on Trudeau. Like, that
I
was
know.
the worst thing in the episode, was calling him a hoser or whatever she called him, and that one
Are you
got booted.
serious?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I don't
episode was
like
the
her.
first one that got booted.
I
don't
think
think
YouTube just
platforms
doesn't
like-
like her too much.
Yeah, they don't like her at all. A lot of the platforms.
That's
Dude,
like,
like,
yeah.
TikTok's made her have like, God, I don't know, like 50 different ones, I think.
Yeah,
Every
we're
time I
talking about
turn-
Truth Seeker.
Yes.
10100101.
11111.
I don't remember what it is, but close enough. But yeah, dude. So I don't know, man. It's been a year. So what do you think? What do you think is getting ready to happen here? I don't know if you guys know. Before we get into anybody stopping by, all this crap is popping off in the Middle East today. Apparently, the UN's moving in on Russia with Ukraine or some crap. I don't know. All kinds of crazy stuff. I'm just happy we're not being bombed and we're able to finish this episode. So at least we got 1 year under the belt before we got killed.
Before we got to grab our bug out bags.
Zetetic says, 1 year already. You guys rock. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Love you, man.
Dude,
I
What up, Z?
don't know what to think of this whole situation in the Middle East, but my dog over here, his tail is wagging a little bit. So
I don't
That's a
know
good
if that's
sign,
a sign
right?
of anything.
But wag the dog. Is that what you're saying?
Actually, anytime he
Rufus?
sees the news, it seems like his tail's wagging a lot more than usual. So I don't know.
Interesting.
He's like,
Just an observation.
trust the plan.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Let's hopefully like somebody shows up. Oh, I think someone's here, bro.
Someone knocking,
Who's this?
and they can't come in.
Yo,
What is going on,
What
Sean?
what's up, dude?
We should make him ring the doorbell. You can't just knock, bro. You got to ring the doorbell.
Happy
We got to
one
make sure
year.
you're legit first.
We were ready for you, man. What's going on, Sean? So Rufus or Death and Bill have no clue who's coming by tonight, so they're genuinely surprised to see you. So
Yes.
All right. It is I.
What's going
All
on with
right,
you, brother?
So I figured out something crazy this morning. I guess we'll just start it off pretty hard, right? So like
Hell yeah.
how we synthesize sunlight, the UV light. So first off, let me start off. The way that plants do photosynthesis, we think that they like utilize sunlight, but that's not true. That's not how they grow. They don't grow from sunlight. They use that energy to take the carbon out of the CO2. So if that's the actual process of how plants use photosynthesis, Dr. Jack Cruz, he has like a bunch of great videos about how the way we synthesize UV light is through DHA, but he doesn't like people eating fruit and like stuff with sugar because it has, I don't know if you've heard of deuterium.
Okay.
People always talk about deuterium. They're like, oh, it's bad for you. It's bad for you. But deuterium is actually how you measure photosynthesis in plants. And if you look at like our modern take of a carbohydrate, I feel like the way that we look at a carbohydrate is wrong because a carbohydrate is a hydrate of carbon. So we think of a carbohydrate like pizza, pasta, bread, all that shit, right? But that's not hydrating
Don't be trying to
at
take
all.
my pizza away, bro.
Listen,
try to take away my
listen,
pizza.
I'm just trying to make it make sense, right? So the way that a carbohydrate works is it soaks into your muscle, and I used to think that then once the carbohydrate was in your muscle, it soaked up the hydration. But now I'm thinking in the aspect of what if that's like the hydration it's supposed to actually be hydrating, not. And so you fill your because have you seen the video of the guy who uses lime juice and he squirts it in a bowl and then the light bulb turns on because he has it connected. So it's the same thing. You're supposed to get energy from it, but the energy's supposed to go with the carbon into your muscles. That's the carbohydrates. You're hydrating with carbon. And if we use the sunlight and that whatever that deuterium stuff is, that's how they measure photosynthesis in plants. If you have the deuterium in you, then you could soak out that carbon that's in that carbon hydration that's in your muscle. Because also in fruits and vegetables, it has the DHA. So it has like whatever Jack Cruz says, it's like a 22 carbon LUFO with double hydrogen bonds, and they can all like attach to each other. So it's like a solar cell that just soaks up the UV light. But I mean, I guess you could say that the deuterium could be bad if you're not getting sunlight and if you can't use it, right? It's bad if you can't use it. But he doesn't know because he eats meat, and no one thinks about hydrating with fruit because when you hydrate with fruit, you're hydrating with carbon. So what if you could tap into that carbon that you would hydrate with by using sunlight to activate it, get the energy, and then that deuterium is used to detach that carbon so your body can use it to create whatever.
That's correct.
Dude.
Wow.
Two things. One, how are you? How are you doing, man?
You look great.
Dude. Yeah, he always looks great, man. Come on, let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
And two, you're telling us this is what you did this morning. I went to IKEA this morning, bro. you did all this?
Dude, I heard you talking about that doctor and telling him not advising to eat fruit. And I was about to be like, bro, I hope you're not flipping on me because I've been eating only fruit basically for like the last week or so. I'm trying to transition, man. I feel great.
So the guy is a genius. He's just really cocky, and I mean, all of his stuff is great. He's great. Jack Cruz, look him up, and he's he knows more than me. And the way that he says that we synthesize UV light through DHA is how we produce like LDL cholesterol and a whole bunch of other like great shit that you need. So he's on the right track, but he doesn't understand. Like nobody's looking at a carbohydrate as like a hydration. Like if you hydrate that muscle with carbon, and then you can utilize the sunlight and I guess like the deuterium, because that's how you measure photosynthesis in plants is through deuterium. So why wouldn't that be utilized in us if we have carbon to utilize like the plants, because they get that from the CO2, but we don't get it from the CO2. But if we do hydrate with like a carbon constituent like fruit H2O3, then you would have that carbon in your muscles, and the deuterium would be in your blood, and it could detach that carbon, possibly, in theory, you know.
In theory.
So what would be the end result of this attachment?
I don't know. I mean, carbon's like the building block of everything, so I don't exactly know. I mean, I think we look at everything too much of a broad spectrum and try to like categorize things. But if you look at everything is made out of carbon. So if we can get that building block and somehow utilize it, I mean, this is like, you have to be kind of crazy to believe like, oh, you could utilize photosynthesis from the sun. And I mean, everyone understands that you can, like, you get vitamin D from the sun and all that, but there's more to it that we don't understand, I believe, I guess. I don't know. And I woke up this morning at like 5, walked to the store, and I was still listening
like an alternative to shooting steroids. We could just go out in the sun and get bulk.
Well, yeah. So I mean, in theory, like,
do you even sun, bro?
Yeah, I do, brother. I mean, in theory, right? So this fruit diet, like, I think the ketogenic diet is the stepping stone to a frugivore diet, because that's how you get off gluten and all that. Because the biggest problem in the world is a mineral deficiency, right? But they want you to take more minerals. They don't want to look at the actual problem. Well, the actual problem is your body can't use the minerals, and most of the reason is because people are gluten intolerant, and the gluten knocks off all the villi and microvilli that are responsible for like absorbing mineral absorption. And then not only that, but it like inflames your stomach, and that's how you get like leaky gut and irritable bowel syndrome. I had irritable bowel syndrome my whole life, dude. I lived in pain when I was younger. Oh my God, dude, just needles coming out, just on the toilet wanting to die. I don't have that anymore. I don't have that anymore.
Dude, I was gonna say, speaking of that pain, through my little, I would say I'm like a 75. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I'm about a 75% frugivore now.
No, you did not.
Hell yeah.
You've been on the low.
The poops are so much better.
Yeah, right.
The older you get, it like starts to not work as well down there, and it kind of hurts a little bit sometimes, but never anymore.
Yeah, no, dude. And everyone's always like, oh, don't you have like the runs? And it's like, at first you do, because your body's detoxing. Like, this has all the antioxidants, and it has the negative charged ions, so that it can take all those metals that have a positive charge that are stuck inside of your body's detoxing when you eat all this stuff. So at first there's going to be, I mean, that means it's working, you know, like,
yes.
But then after a while.
Oh, I was going to say, adding on to a question I had last time, is so far I have not lost a whole lot of muscle. For a little bit, it was like a little bit of strength, but I was just imagining just starting to waste away. And I think I lost probably about 10 pounds. But through talking to you, it seems like a lot of that is probably some bad mucus and other buildup that's going out. But honestly, you know, I thought I was just going to waste away, and your theory has stood up strong so far.
Yeah,
so thanks, man.
So, I mean, let me segue back into that keto thing. So on the fruit diet, you're still, if you're eating monosaccharides, they're already at their lowest form, so your body doesn't have to digest them. So in theory, eating this like low glycemic fruit diet, you'd stay in ketosis and stay fasted, because your body doesn't have to break anything down. And so this is like what a calorie is. It's how much it takes for your body to break something down before you can utilize it. And that's the difference between a calorie and an angstrom. Angstroms just give you energy, and that's like what they produce in fruits. Fruits are high yielding in angstroms, but that's why they had to come up with a calorie so they could sell all this shitty food to everyone else so that it made sense.
Yeah.
Because you have to waste all this energy just to break that food down, because in digestion, right, we break protein down into amino acids. So why wouldn't we just skip the entire process of digestion and eat fruits that are high in the amino acids that our body needs to start generating and regenerating muscle, versus getting protein that from animals that we have to break down through. It's called diet-induced thermogenesis. It says it in the name. You're making your body go through this process of heating up to break this stuff down because it's of your diet. So,
Wow.
so you get to skip that whole process, and then you're hydrating with all these amino acids and antioxidants. So your muscles are literally hydrated with amino acids, versus having to go to the gym and get a pump, and that's the only way that you could get the amino acids to pump through your blood and your muscles.
Right.
And your body can focus
like I
on more
said,
important stuff.
and like I said, so you're going to be utilizing ketones still. And the thing about keto is, even though you're on keto, your body still needs glucose. So this is how I came up with and found all this stuff out, is because I was really deep into keto. And so the way your body produces glucose on keto is through a process called oh shit, I just had a brain fart. What is that called?
Everybody's watching you, bro. Come on. No,
Oh
I'm just
my
kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Gluconeogenesis? Yeah, it's
That was the-
gluconeogenesis. Yeah. So it breaks down the excess protein into sugars. So in my head, I was like, all right, well, let's like back engineer this bitch. What about if you start with sugar? And so this is where it gets even deeper, right? So when you eat these monosaccharides in an alkaline environment, they're called reducing sugars, and they reduce to pyruvic acid. And pyruvic acid is the main fuel source for the Krebs cycle, which is what powers everything in the human body. So that's also how it falls under how I guess you can measure the angstrom. I don't know, but this is my best explanation for anyone interested. I don't
For
know.
anyone interested, everybody's interested, man. You're
Yeah.
just. Go ahead, Bill.
No, I certainly am. I think I'm next in line. I think no, I'm serious. It's time, dude. Because I was on keto for a long while, and I dropped a lot of weight, and then
He
Yeah,
did.
I
You
was-
dropped
I
a
was on
lot
there
of
for
weight.
10
and it was
years,
like
over
the
10.
hardest thing I'd ever done in my life. But then it wasn't. But
Yeah.
I just remember the plateau was just kills, you know.
Yeah.
And you just feel like you're spinning your wheels and all that. But this is something completely different. Like it's the same concept, but a completely different diet.
Yeah. And I mean,
Yeah.
if you actually look at ketones are actually a sugar molecule. So,
Right.
and then when you get like hydrogenated ketones from the store, they're produced through raspberries. So if you like take a step back and look at all these things and put them together, it only makes sense.
Dude, it
So
makes so
right.
much sense. And if you are sustaining off of monosaccharides, are you essentially like almost in a fasted state?
Yeah, the entire time,
Continuously?
because your body doesn't have to break down anything, so you skip digestion. The only reason that your body gets out of a fasted state is because you have to start that diet-induced heat thermogenesis or whatever the hell it is. And that's what stops a fast, because your body has to break stuff down. But if your body doesn't have to break it down, because that's what it does, it takes like whatever trisaccharides, polysaccharides, and breaks them down into a monosaccharide. There's nothing that has to be broken down if you're eating monosaccharides.
He ain't lying either. This
Yeah.
might be TMI, but when it comes out the other end, you'll see like straight up just chunks of fruit and watermelon, seeds, everything, man.
Recycle,
Much
bro.
cleaner. Don't eat it again, Ted. That's what you're thinking.
Dude, watermelon is so hydrating. Watermelon is so hydrating. Like, you can't eat it past 6 o'clock or you'll be up peeing all night.
Oh, it's my
Oh,
favorite. I got some right here.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work though, man. You know. 'cause
Yeah,
is,
it is, because you
fresh
gotta
fruit.
you gotta do it all yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta do it all yourself. I mean, I guess you can go cheat at the store. I will be posting that video of how I make my shakes, because the satiety, I guess, is what would be hard for a lot of people. Like, they would get hungry, right? But in my shakes, I put 2 avocados, and this is the trick that I learned on keto. Was for the satiety, you just eat avocados, and dude, you cannot eat a full one of these shakes. I recorded the video of me making the shake a while ago, but I've been pretty busy. so I haven't got to it yet.
It's cool.
What
bro.
have you been up to besides,
Yeah.
Man, just trying to make content. So last time I was on the podcast, I told you guys about how I started making those tensor rings and stuff.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And so I finally like made a website, and I got bracelets on sale.
Yes.
And I don't know if you can see it. I got shitty lighting right now. And the tensor rings.
Hell yeah.
Where can we go to get those, man?
I mean, if you go to any one of my pages, Contra Sean, I got the link in the bio. They're relatively decently priced. You can't find them so these are 10 gauge, right? You can't find them for 10 gauge. Everyone only has like 12 and 14, and they're so small. Like 12 and 14 gauge copper is so small. Like I'm 6'2". I got a big hand. Like those are pretty beefy.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, if anyone wants any more information regarding like copper deficiencies and how it can help reduce gray hair and wrinkles,
Yeah,
the elasticity of your skin, I just
need,
released
like,
3
one of them.
videos today.
I have to talk about that. I'm gonna need like one of them ropes. You know what I mean? Like,
Rope or robe? A robe would be
whatever,
nice.
a rope too.
You know?
I
Bring
mean,
it.
hell, I mean, look what I'm going through here. We gotta talk about this.
Yeah.
I don't know, next level.
Bro, I'm gonna look like Polly Walnuts in like 2 years.
Stop it.
I'm gonna get that copper. I'm gonna be good.
Yeah, man.
You'll be good to go.
Are you
So
still okay, go ahead. Go
you're
ahead.
like 10 steps ahead for people who are listening who aren't already there. Let's go back to the basics. Explain why like processed sugars are so bad for people and why they shouldn't be consuming them at all, and how it's so different than the sugar from fruits. If you can.
Yeah. So the way that you digest the fruit is the glucose goes straight into your bloodstream for ATP, and the fructose gets stored like in your liver later for energy, and it's stored as fat. So I mean, that's where your body produces ketones too. So it like makes sense and falls right in line. But the sugar that they tell you about is a coagulate. So it like coagulates your blood and everything. And if you watch the video with the guy who squeezes the lime juice into a bowl and like turns on a light bulb, so you can see that it generates energy, and then you pour sugar on top and instantly that light goes out. And then another way that you can understand how sugar would be bad is just like your lymph system, like all your lymph, you have the same kind of like lymph in your teeth, and that's why your teeth start to decay, is because you have sugar, and then that lymph starts to not be able to like flush itself out, and that's how you get cavities.
Okay.
Cavities, man.
I
Created
mean,
by
I
the
feel
food
like
industry.
sugar. Yeah, sugar is the root of all evil, man.
Yeah, I haven't had it in a
Oh,
while.
Templar saying, "What's up, Sean? I know you guys are friends too."
Hey,
Templar.
what's up? What's up? Yeah, I didn't know it was live.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Rufus, you didn't tell anybody it was live. I hope.
Whoops. Forgot that part.
Yeah, I get shitty lighting because I didn't want
Aw,
to give
man,
my
you're
dad.
good.
I didn't want to give my dad a heart attack talking about this shit.
It's your voice that's important.
Yeah.
We can all go to gap.com and see your face. Or whatever it was. You know what's
Alvin
funny
Klein.
is, so the first, no homo here, but the first time we did the episode with you, I was like, that dude was a model or something. I said it to my wife, and then you put out that video recently, which, by the way, was amazing. The way you're like L number 1. I was like,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah,
just
dude, people are pissing me off.
the truth.
Yeah, they were pissing me off. Everyone was attacking me. And some other dude was attacking me. They're like, "Oh, you're some like rich kid." I was like, "Dude, I come from nothing. I have nothing. Oh, what the fuck?" I block people now. I don't have any time for any of this energy or any of that shit. I can't. I just can't.
The
They're
soul
gone.
suckers.
Especially the people who aren't there to like actually listen or anything. They're just there to spit their own opinion. Like there's no changing their opinion, and those are the people that like report your videos. So
I know, dude.
get rid of them. You know, try and reason. You just get rid of them.
Speaking of, last time you were on, I think you mentioned that you were really worried about TikTok taking some of your videos down.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Anything happened there? Or?
dude. So I got banned. So I lost my job.
Unbelievable.
I lost my job, right? And then I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna do this full time. I got fired for a bullshit reason. I was the hardest worker ever. I just got out of like a 6-year relationship. All I wanted to do was work and learn. I was the best worker ever, but this dude was fucking bipolar, out of his mind. I don't know who he would work with. It's crazy. Anyways,
Did it have anything to
not
do
important.
with your TikTok account, like why you got fired, or?
No,
okay.
nothing of that. The dude was just a dick and freaked out over nothing. Dude, he was bipolar. Anyways, so it forced me to say, well, I'll just try and do this shit full time or whatever. And then 1 week into it, what fucking video was it? It was either the AI Joe Biden and Poltergeist video, or
It sounds awesome. How does that?
Yes.
or it was the Kevin Hart video where he talks himself about being cloned, where he was in the car accident that should have killed him, but then he was talking about being cloned on TV. And dude, I'm trying to not get in trouble, right? So I was gone for 2 weeks. That was detrimental. So I started like 2 other channels and started posting on YouTube. I was doing YouTube shorts. Dude, there's this one video. I got a strike on my YouTube channel, and I'm so close to getting it monetized, dude. I got this strike for this video. It was fucking hilarious. It's this in China. They're Koreans. I've messaged this guy so many times. I used all my Korean that I know. I'm like, please just take away the strike, please. But anyways, it's a video of them in a park, and this girl hits him, and then he looks like he's gonna hit her, and then he looks, and there's a police officer, and he's like, and then the guy does like the and changes into like a girl outfit with lipstick, and then socks the girl, and then the police officer's like, yeah, and I got a strike for that. So all my fucking hard work goes for nothing. But I got my channel back. I got it back. Yeah, I got my TikTok back though. But I mean, man, it's disheartening because I got 52,000 followers on TikTok, but my videos aren't getting any views, and I get so much more on X. Like my videos do so much better for the 7,000 that I have. It's like the numbers, the math ain't mathin', bro. It's not mathin'.
That happens a lot, man. That happens a lot.
But yeah, I mean, I'm almost monetized on X. All I need is like 600,000 more interactions or something.
And then you'll get $27 a month.
Yeah,
hey,
bro.
Man. Listen. Who knows? I mean, I'm just using everything now to try and push these like Tensor Ring bracelets and stuff. Because I made them so long ago, and it took forever. Like I had people like, and listen, for anyone that's like, oh, are you trying to rip us off? I will when I have to make more, I will give you the step-by-step process. It is not fun. It takes a long time, especially to make like the actual full tensor that's connected. Oh my God, dude, you can't just do it. You got to buy stuff. You got to buy a bunch of shit.
Right.
And I mean, I'll make a video of it so anyone can do it if you want, and I'll give you a list of what you need, and I'll show you how I do it. There's a reason why not a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
It's usually these trolls that are working like at Dollar General, you know, and then they can't stand to see someone actually make something from scratch, take the time to do it, and then it's something that could benefit you. They know it can benefit you, but because they have to give you money for it, all of a sudden you're a grifter and you're out there to screw everybody over.
Oh my
It's
God.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're dedicating 75% of their day to Dollar General. You know what I mean? Like that's the
other 25 to coming on and talking shit.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I've learned to just not even waste my time with the people that come on anything with any nonsense. Oh shit. Like
so
those people, the people that come with like ill intentions, they don't come to be reasoned with. They just came for their own bullshit malarkey purposes.
Nah, they're not gonna listen.
Never.
So where can we get these rings? I want everybody to support you in any way we can.
Oh, I mean, if you go on any of my profiles, the link is there. I made a website. Yeah. Oh yeah. So that's what I did yesterday I worked like 24 hours to try and get this website going. And I started off, there was a lot of people, but I didn't have the shipping set up, but all the shipping's set up now. I just made it a flat rate. And then Let me see. Do I have these? I got these little. Oh man, I don't know if I brought them. 1 second. Let me see if they're in here.
All right.
While you're talking about that, I think it's funny that I don't know how much you charge for those things, but probably not enough. And people will complain about that, but then they'll see someone do a painting that's like 2 streaks on the canvas, and it's charged $1 million, and they're totally cool with that.
Oh yeah,
It's art, bro.
that's art.
Yes. So the bigger ones are 1/3 of a sacred cubit, and then I guess what I'm doing is because the first order I got, the guy ordered over $100 worth. So if anyone else orders $100 worth, I have these smaller ones that like fit in your pocket, or you can put under your pillow. That if anyone buys $100 worth, I'll add it to the order for free because no one else has. I haven't made them or anything yet. They're still just an idea. It's like something I've been working on. So I'll just add that. I'll add that to the first 5 people. The 4 more I guess are left because one guy got them.
Nice.
But they're pretty cool, and I mean, I posted a bunch of videos on. I have to post more about the like tensor aspect, but it blocks EMF and all that good stuff. So the bracelet is still like a tensor and measured out to 1/3 sacred cubit. So you get the benefits of like an open circuit tensor and the copper that will get seeped into your bloodstream from the skin because your skin is the largest organ in your body, and the skin eats.
Are you
Speak for
sleeping?
yourself, bro.
I gotta know. Are you sleeping? Because like you got this cape on and you're trying to save everybody. Are you thinking about yourself these days? Are you taking care of yourself?
Oh, me? You're talking to me? I was like, who the hell are you talking to?
In the last 24
Do you
hours,
sleep at all?
yeah, like
I do.
in the last
I
24
do.
hours, I've done this. You know about this? Did you know about this? This. And he's like
Yeah.
all over the place. And I'm like, dude, this dude is such a soldier. Like, does he have time to like, sleep
He's
and
like,
stuff?
sleeping
His
is so
battery is
last
full.
season, bro.
Yeah,
Battery
man. I
is
mean,
full, bro.
my battery's fully charged. I got energy. And,
Hey, I
dude,
love it.
I haven't had caffeine in I don't know how long. It's probably been since my birthday. I think I stopped doing it before my birthday, but I cut out a lot of things on my birthday.
Are you 34 yet?
No, my birthday's January 7th, so I'm halfway there.
That's
Oh,
the
we got a
day
question.
after my wedding anniversary.
Nice.
We
It's
got a
good day.
question from the comments. Surf a bit. What's up, my dude? He wants to know what an EMF is. Can you tell everybody what an EMF is?
So it's a frequency that is let off by your phones. So I want to make like a phone case that has one on the back too. That'd be cool. But like your Wi-Fi and stuff sends off like EMFs that they destroy. Okay, hold on. So listen, onto EMFs. This is something. Whoever it was commented. It was on that guy's video, and it was that lady who talks about all that crazy shit, how your body's connected to like the internet and stuff. She's like, fuck, what's her name? It was on Templars. You were like, save it for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah. We want to hear what you're on that tip.
Yeah,
you're
so
on
that
right
lady,
now, bro.
so that lady, so she talks about like how we're connected and stuff, but I don't know what the actual frequency is, but your body emits a frequency. It's like IEEE 0.008-15.4 or something. I'll have to give it to you guys. But your body emits its own frequency. So just like we attach to with our phone to like a router, and it has an upload and a download, they can attach to us and upload and download. And then so she was talking about how they can control and shut off different body parts. So this is all right. So if it wasn't crazy before, buckle up.
Yeah.
All right. So the body is supposed to have like a negative DC charge, right? That's a direct charge. It can't be compartmentalized. But what happens is we eat an acidic diet, and that charge can get taken over by an alternating current, because anything that you touch that has electronics to it, you're picking up those positive ions and you're creating a positive charge. And the alternating current will take over the DC charge. But an alternating current means that they can reroute it to different parts that they want. And parasites actually can work as conductors. So if your bodies are full of parasites and you're acidic, then they could compartmentalize energy going to anywhere in the body that they wanted, because you're running on an alternating current, an AC current. And that is how they take control in my unlicensed professional opinion.
What, by hijacking the parasites?
Yeah, well, they use them as conductors, so they can route the energy to wherever they want, so they can turn things off or turn things on. And I think like that's kind of like how they hijack into your dreams and stuff too, because you have that charge that they can come in and take from. But if you have that DC current charge, like if you've watched my videos, it talks about how the way that you measure voltage in a liquid is through pH. So if your pH, and people are like, oh, your blood has to be at 7.35, blah, 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 blah. I'm not talking about your blood. The body is 80% water. So it's talking about the overall thing. If you can keep that up, and even if you don't want to believe that your pH can be up higher, which who the fuck makes these tests? And who the fuck made a test to like, oh, this is how we define a fast and what breaks a fast? Who made these tests? And how do we get to like retry them if like I eat fruit? How do you test that? How do you test that your body is out of a fasted state? Because I've looked this shit up. People always come on my shit and be like, oh, yeah, no. Oh, great fucking argument, dude. Great fucking argument. Do you guys think that I just wake up and I start talking and spewing out bullshit? Like, I've looked into everything here so much further than you could comprehend. And I'm trying to dumb it down. Like, that was the best gift that my ex-girlfriend gave me. She was so dumb, I had to dumb down everything that I fucking said. So I learned to take these things and dumb it down so that anyone can understand them and like put them together. And I think I do a pretty good job.
If you have anything that you need her to hear right now, go for it, man. You got a platform. Go for it.
Nah. She doesn't get anything.
She won't see this. She's watching the Kardashians right now. So.
Yeah. The only thing that I could say, the one thing, like, so in life, right? Mm-hmm. The way that you gotta look at everything is a lesson. And the best lesson that I learned from my last relationship was it was actually like Bruce Lee, and I guess he changed my outlook on life. And he said, everybody wants to learn how to win, but nobody wants to learn how to die. So tomorrow, with your ambitious mind, learn the art of dying, because to die is to be liberated. So in some instances in life, it's the only way that you can win is by losing. And so like we broke up, and I went back, and we tried to work on things. So I was in that relationship for like 6 years, and like as a man, you're like, dude, I wasted my fucking 6 years of my life. I'm gonna try. And we grow up, and we're told, oh, you always fight to the end, fight. You play sports, there's always a chance. Blah blah blah. Well, right. Yeah, no. So that's some sort of other brainwashing, right? So that's how I learned that. And then, dude, I mean, I could have done stuff to like fuck her over. But I feel like we have this karmic angel, and that was she fucked me over so bad, and she's just a terrible narcissistic person, and dude, it was just an awful, terrible situation. And I walked away with nothing, but I found myself, and I learned to like love myself again. So.
Dude, then you walked away with the greatest gift ever.
Yeah, and I walked away without doing anything shady. I gave her everything. I just wanted like to start my life over again. And so I knew that was like my karmic angel, because people go through karma and stuff, because the karmic angel is not just like good karma. You got to take all the bad karma from all the past life traumas that you've had. And right. I knew that was the end of mine, because she was just on this high horse the whole time. And I'm sure that that's coming down now. But
she thinks it's a pair.
Facts.
It's so good.
He's like, I will not confirm nor deny that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just glad you're here, and I didn't expect you on. I love all your content, dude, and honestly, I just love watching you school people in the coolest way ever. You know what I mean? Like, cool about it. You're like, it's cool, man. I know. You're there and you're trying to learn, but you're not going to get the first time. Don't worry, I'll be back and I'll break it down even better for you next time. But until then, be a shitty little troll, and that's okay. Like,
yeah, I mean, dude, you can engagement farm those people pretty easy, and all you got to do is the people that are dumb, you just repeat the question, basically. Repeat whatever they said, and they'll come back, because everyone wants to talk. Everyone wants to talk. Everyone wants to be heard. So you say something dumb back to their dumb response that they can answer with a dumb another response, and you just keep that going. Like, people think that I care. People think that like I see them, and I don't see outside of my 6 foot bubble. If there's anything here, like people talk to me about politics and all this other shit, it's like, dude, There's nothing that you can do in your 6-foot bubble that will affect or alternate the outcome of any of this shit. Why are you worrying about it? That's like another thing that takes you away from your authentic self, because then people are worrying about all this shit that doesn't matter because they can't do anything about it. So they're living in this reality that they've created in the future, which is like not real, because the past and the present are not real concepts. The only thing that's real is the present, or the past and the future are not real concepts. The only thing that's real is the present.
I always say I love when people ask me who's going to win the free and fair election. That's my favorite shit. I'm like,
who now?
Man,
Who?
who knows? You know, we'll see how America votes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
No, we
give
won't.
I don't give two shits
we
about
won't.
politics, but if there was to ever be any chance of hope of maybe humanity evolving in some sort of positive direction, it would definitely have to be with Trump. People would have to be batshit crazy to vote for her. Come on, everyone's like, she's given all this shit that she's gonna do, and it's like, what did you do the last 4 years? And
Dude.
people just don't understand. Like, how do you not? And then it's all this shit's coming out with the AI. What have you seen this shit recently?
Oh, dude.
The AI
Yes.
crowds, like,
It's
So
good.
bad. Dude, you're right where I'm at. I don't give a shit about either side, honestly. I love the Q people. I love that they're digging into shit, that they're looking stuff up. Not the ones that think Trump's Jesus. They're just fucking gone. But there's always
Yeah.
people gone in any group. But it's like I don't care about politics. But if I have to make a choice,
yeah,
it's clearly gonna be Trump over whatever the fuck they're doing. Because you know what? Trump doesn't want 3-year-olds to choose their own gender. Trump doesn't
Yeah.
want every person from every country coming in on their own. And I know it's all a show, but you still I'm not voting. I'm just gonna say right now, I'm not voting. But for the people that do to vote that way, there's something wrong with you. Either you're an evil son of a bitch, or you are easily programmed, and because the media has leaned one way so hard, it has got you, and that's it. No rational thinking person would go, this lady that clearly slept her way to the top, was a horrible, whatever she was in California, state attorney or whatever, all this crap, and it has
Well,
the
she
most...
locked up a lot of people.
Yeah, for weed. Great job. So
Fucking run!
locked up all these people. She claims she's a race she's not. All this crap. She's just a liar. The other dude's lying about his military record. It's just like, I mean, but then my other sense goes, everything is making it so ridiculous to vote for that side. Why are they trying to make us vote for this side so hard?
oh well.
So-
Here's another little weird kicker. I don't think Trump was ever lost command of the Space Force, so I don't know what the Space Force has to do with it. But I mean, if there ever was any sort of like draconian force that was trying to take over the world, the Space Force would be the people that would fight back. So if this is like, as they say, like all these lizard people and shit, and they got this camouflage on, and that's why we're seeing all these glitches, or dude, I don't know, fucking clones. I don't know what I can say on anything. Dude, I have to censor myself so hard, dude. Listen to this bullshit. Listen to this. On
you
TikTok,
can say whatever you want here.
Don't
It's
be
live,
fair on-
so they can't take it back. Say whatever you want,
on
man.
TikTok, dude. I did that Jeff Bezos video, right? And they flagged it, and dude, they demonetized everything that I do. I'm so pissed off at TikTok. I hate them with a passion. But they demonetized it, and I was like, dude, everything was real. This is like the Freedom of Information Act. You can look this stuff up. It's real. And then it was through the appeal process, and then they fucking sent me a rejection letter saying that I changed the visibility of my video during the appeal process. I was like, bitch, I've never changed the visibility once in my fucking life. Why would I do that on a video I just posted 2 days ago? I would never do that. The only time that I ever did anything like that, I deleted the video because they got removed. And don't do that, by the way, because then you can never like see when you did delete it. So I told them like, that was it. That was when I did it. And clearly,
So
it was
what you're
bullshit.
saying is TikTok sucks balls.
Dude, fucking, I mean, they pay me, right? So,
Right.
and I mean,
Do you think it's people or is it AI, all AI by now? Are you like arguing with a machine and shit?
I mean, there's got to be some of them that are. I just honestly, I want the way the way that I deal with categorizing who I'm going to argue with is I go straight to their page and I give people the benefit of the doubt, right? I'll go to your page and I will see if it looks like you know an ounce of what you're talking about. And I mean, you know, you scroll down. I scroll down first, and then I'll scroll back up. And if they got just pronouns up there, it's just like, dude, I'm just gonna block you.
Oh, well, I meant more or less like the owners of TikTok or whatever, like these people that, you know what I mean? Are you?
No, I'm
against-
saying those are the. I'm telling you, those are the bot accounts. Those are the bot accounts that have those. They're either shitty people or bot accounts.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
So
that's all.
I just block them right away because they're usually they have no photo or nothing, no content, just like repost videos, and you're not a real person. That's how I feel about like the entire Olympics. Is that meme or not the meme, but the girl on the plane is like, he's not fucking real. None of this shit is real, bro. Like this shit's not fucking real. Like that I got that
so upset.
I got that video removed of the breakdancing lady. Like I got like some DSMA charge. Yeah, so my TikTok was like my Twitter was deactivated for I don't know how long, but I got it back clearly. But yeah, they took that video down. But I thought that post was hilarious. That motherfucker is not real. Like, how is this real? These Olympics are
nothing is real, man. Nothing. And then
crazy.
they try to pretend like, oh, we weren't trying to mock the Last Supper. Like I don't
dude,
care.
I found another thing.
People...
I found another thing. So the candles that are above them, there's 6 candles in each section, so it's 666.
Oh,
I saw that.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like they're clearly mocking the Last Supper. And again, I don't care if you believe in that or you don't, but like at least admit what you're doing. Have some cojones and say, yeah, we were fucking mocking it. They're trying all this stuff. And when you line the picture up, it's almost fucking exact, man. So don't try to say. And even the main person who played the obese Jesus there tweeted before it or whatever, like, oh, the Last Supper representation. So don't try to say you weren't doing it. Just man up and say you were.
And she was wearing that Statue of Liberty crown, so
yeah,
representing Lucifer. Representing Lucifer the light bearer. And then that goes back to, so what the Greek god's name is, Christos Helios or whatever, that goes back to Mithra. I'm about to do another comparison of Christianity and Mithraism and how Constantine had his role in all of it, how he's like a devout Christian, or not a devout, he was a devout Mithric. I don't know what they fucking call those people. But he followed Mithraism, right? And then the story is basically the same: a virgin birth, they crucified, died, was risen. They were visited by 3 wise men. They were both gifted frankincense, gold, and myrrh. Like the story, it's the same story just before. And Constantine followed that same religion. And then at the Council of Nicaea, they rewrote that book into what we know as the Bible. And then it was rewritten by King James, who was a monarch of 2 or 3 lands, a dude who like porked his own mom and then had her beheaded because he wanted to take over the throne. So, and he was a homosexual. So, I mean, what are you guys trying to prove to me? Oh, you need to read the book. I have read the book more times than most people have opened it. Dude, I was a Christian for 20 plus years. I went to Sunday morning, Sunday night, Sunday school, Wednesday service, vacation Bible school. I did the whole thing. I went to Christian school in 9th grade. They did kick me out. They said they didn't want me to come back for 10th, but I still did it. But I've been like, I understand how hard it is to break from that religious matrix. And I'm not trying to like say that it's the wrong religion. Like people are attacking me for that video that I posted of that religious debate between the Muslim and the old guy. And I was like, how can you people not see that this is the same story? Like they're arguing about little things that are basically the same exact thing, but they're saying that they're right. And it's like, dude, have you ever played the telephone game?
Yeah.
Everybody's
right.
Everybody's story is going to be different at the end of time. But so if you look at it in that perspective, all these stories are the same stories, just told from a different person's perspective. And the fact that everyone gets so mad, and it's crazy. It's crazy. And I mean, if you think about it, the religious industry, like religion, is $1 trillion business. They're making money They're making money off of people. It's a
Oh, I
trillion
don't
dollar
back
industry.
any religion at all. I don't think any
So
religion
they're
is
making
right
money,
at
and then
all.
what has caused more death over the history of time?
Right,
Think about
exactly.
it.
And there's a church on every street corner, but nothing's changing. So what it doesn't make sense.
Oh,
What's that noise?
somebody else is here. Oh, he's gone. He disappeared. Damn it. Oh, he's back.
Ding dong
So
ditching.
hold on. Phantom's here. Someone's here. So I want to ask you 2 questions, and then we're going to bring him in and see if he wants to ask you any questions. So the first one I want to ask is a little less important than the second one, but if you could make everyone in the world know one truth right now, that you would say one thing and it was in everyone's heads and they knew it as truth, what would it be?
He's like, damn it, Ted.
Yeah.
I know. It's a
So
hard
many.
one. I understand.
I mean, I think that
I won't hold you to it. Just whatever one's on the top of your head now.
Eating only
Yeah,
fruit doesn't make you gay.
yeah, no. It doesn't. It definitely doesn't. I think it's just more of being your authentic self and understanding that there's everything in the world trying to take you away from that, especially like if you think about just posting on social media and stuff. Most people, like especially kids and stuff, they're posting for likes. They're not going to post something that's not going to get likes, or they're going to be worried about how many likes or how many likes it doesn't get or what someone will say. And that's them worrying about things that aren't real, that aren't their authentic self. So that's just one of the ways that they take us away from it. And then, I mean, I did a whole segment on how music takes you away from it, because it just like the casino halls are curved, so you don't have to make any decisions. You just subconsciously follow. That's what the music's doing. It's subconsciously guiding your thought process.
So then the last, before we bring him up, the most important question, how long can you hold your breath?
Inhaled or exhaled, Ted?
Either way, man.
Exhaled. Yeah, I mean, I've hit a couple 5 minutes before.
Hey.
Holy crap, man. Dude,
That's
I was
dope.
just joking with you.
Oh no, bro, that's serious.
It's that Wim Hof.
Yeah,
I
no.
asked the right question to the right guy, I guess.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I mean, at first, it's hard to get the 1 minute right, but then you get to that end. I mean, it's kind of scary, right? But this is, I'm telling you, this is like how you get all this oxygen pushed up. And then I just found out this other information about how if you hum, that generates the like absolute most nitric oxide, and that nitric oxide it becomes paramagnetic. I forget the fucking science of what I had, but I had a video about how nitric oxide becomes paramagnetic through nasal breathing, because when it gets mixed with the oxygen, it becomes nitric acid, and then nitric acid mixed with the oxygen is dinitric oxide, which is paramagnetic. So when you breathe this shit in, if you have that Christos oil that's dropped down, right? Because the oil could drop down, but how do you pull it back up? Through paramagnetism, because it would be attracted to all the nitric oxide.
You know what's
Does this
amazing?
make sense to anybody?
I wrote down.
Right?
Go ahead, Bill.
You see how he did the 5 minutes, right?
Dude, I wrote down
crazy.
like ridiculous questions to ask people that I knew they would have no answer for, and this motherfucker had an answer for it and went into the science of it. All right, I'm gonna bring the next person
we gotta
up.
bring you
Sean,
back,
don't go
bro.
anywhere.
Yeah.
He might have some questions for you. What up, Phantom? Holy crap, Phantom,
Phantom.
my man.
Holy moly!
Yo, what's up? Can y'all
What
hear
up?
me or not?
Well,
Yeah,
I
we
hear you,
can.
man.
What's up, dude?
Damn, Bill, Ted, Rufus, and Def. It's good to
What it
hear
did.
from y'all, bro.
Dude,
You
it's
too,
been
bro. It's been a
so
long time.
long. How have you been?
Honestly, I've been just fucking working as hard as I possibly can to be a good dad, working at my job. I haven't really been able to talk about conspiracies with anyone. So when I see
Yeah.
an invitation about, oh, we want you on the podcast, I actually got a little excited.
Like, oh, I gotta talk
Hell
something.
yeah.
It's
So
good
I
to
don't
hear
know if
from
you know
man.
Sean, and I know you were listening a little bit. Is there anything before Sean leaves that you want to ask him about or talk to him about?
I just got here. I was just eating dinner. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna make it to this podcast. I just started listening like as soon as you saw me show up, so I didn't get to hear what he was talking
That's
about.
all good. You should definitely check out his content. It's insane, dude. The spectrum is just crazy, dude. He's all
What is he specializing in?
So
Everything.
well, everything, but the
I'm
the
unmarketable.
The thing that intrigues me the most that we talked about with him last time is the bells revealing the reptilian people.
Oh yeah.
That blew my mind, man. How
so
and then that led me into the thought of, is that why we have doorbells on houses and stuff, so people could see
Yeah.
it?
No.
that's
Ring
crazy.
it. Ring it.
Yeah,
Let me see you.
He'll break
Yep.
it down.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at right now, though. We believe in reptilians and everything. Like the conspiracy game has gone so far that I don't doubt none of that shit at this point. There's robots, androids, reptilians. It's like everything. Vampires, werewolves. I believe it all now. Fuck that.
Yeah, it's easier to believe everything than to try to start picking it apart. It's like, whatever.
I saw
The robots are real. Those people are glitching everywhere.
I saw
Yeah,
a
they
meme
are.
the other day that it says that every conspiracy theory is coming true, and that's like the truest meme I've seen in the last few years. Every single thing people used to call me crazy about that I used to talk about or bring up or mention, they look at me like, yo, that sounds insane. All this insanest shit has come true.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
It really has, and even more than, honestly, more than we expected.
Oh yeah. I mean, you see they try to kill Trump. That makes me feel even more like he's not part of the New World Order. You know, like Escanor swears he's the Antichrist. He'll never get off that. But if he was the Antichrist,
Watch next
why
week.
the hell would they try to kill him?
Sorry, man. Go ahead. I was just saying, watch next week because we're having Escanor on next week.
Oh,
But go ahead.
We got to
Look.
get both fire stoked either
When I
side.
get off with you guys,
All right, boys.
I'm
I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, peace, dude.
All right,
Thank
man.
you so
Later,
much,
Sean.
dude.
Thank you.
I'll stay in
Later,
touch.
Sean.
Bye,
Yeah.
brother. Awesome.
You guys should have Escanor on tonight. I mean, you should find out what he's doing because I could message
He's
him.
in
and ask
Greece right now,
Yeah,
actually.
he's in
flying.
Greece.
He's flying around the flat plane.
Yeah, he is.
him. So where have we gone to on Flat Earth so far? Like, are we winning this Flat Earth
We
battle?
can't go anywhere. You can't
Dude,
leave, bro.
I will
So-
say I've seen 3 big accounts this week. Sneeko, and damn, I forget the other ones.
Milo.
Big accounts with over 300,000 followers, some over 1 million, post about flat Earth. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, man, out of nowhere.
And like Candace Owens a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, couple months, dude. That was like a few weeks ago.
Was that a few? Dude, time's weird.
I know, it's
Yes.
weird.
This
So,
year
Bill,
is
I'm just gonna
gnarly.
call it out on the podcast right now. So when you share those clips like that, if you don't push hide after, they stay up forever.
Nuh-uh.
Nice.
Yes, they do. Death's not watching the comments. Death is
I
a
am.
slacker.
Well, I'm watching. I just can't pull them up on the screen.
Yeah, no.
But I'm
Right.
looking.
yeah.
It's real
We'll-
weird.
we'll
Just so you
eventually
guys
get to
know,
that one
all
day.
we see are like just what's on StreamYard, unless we're.
I was wondering. I see the ones just right on the screen there, but not on
Right,
the
yeah,
Twitter
That's
chat.
we have to click on those to pop them
Just
up.
show 'em.
Like I had to click on Tim's. Oh, time is fucking weird. I had to click on it, and then it'll stay up there forever until I hit hide. But anyway, so Phantom, where were you?
I want to know what you guys think, man. Do you guys think we're gonna go to civil war? Do you think that this shit is gonna really fucking heat up?
I mean, I think a
That's
lot.
a good
I mean,
question.
honestly, I think we all have different views on this, and I'm even not 100% sure. So if anyone else wants to answer first, they can, and then I'll go.
I mean, that would require people to stop binge watching on Netflix and pick up a pistol and go. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see.
Yeah, but
most
if the
everybody's just
power
too
goes
freaking
off,
lazy, dude. They're too freaking lazy. You know?
they are.
If the power goes off,
Oh, if the power goes off.
I mean, if the power goes off, we could see some. You know, I don't know. Well, we wouldn't see shit. We'd see the inside of our house.
You guys remember that movie called They Live?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rowdy
remember
Piper.
Remember
Yep.
what you said, like we need to get off the couch and stop watching Netflix and pick up some guns. But when you say something like that, you need to immediately think about what that preacher dude was saying in that movie. He was saying that we're being lulled into a trance-like state of something, and that you seen how the people was really aliens. They really controlled everything. They controlled humanity in the background. Nobody knew, just this elite few people. They were all profiting off what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like that shit was a fucking documentary, guys.
Oh, it was.
I think
for
a lot
sure,
of those
man.
are very close to documentaries. I really do.
1984.
That was
Even
definitely
even the Matrix, man. I'm not
Dude,
even
the
fronting
Matrix hits so many good points. I didn't even realize that, like,
And I'm
when
not
you
just
get
saying
on
that
here-
because I'm in it. Sorry. Go.
when the agents like notice something weird and then they can pinpoint where it's at and they just show up and start, they turn into a hostile. It's like, bro, that happens every single day. on the internet.
Every day of my life.
Yep.
You
You know, I
feel
was-
like the agents are like the voices in your head, like the negative voices.
It's crazy that you're bringing up the Matrix because I was this year when I found out that the Matrix and the Terminator actually go together. I was this year's old.
Oh, I've
great.
heard,
Oh, yeah.
I've seen that theory.
That's
No,
crazy.
the lady that created it, some black lady, she's on Twitter talking about it, saying that John Connor and Neo are the same person,
Yep.
and that Sarah Connor is John Connor and Neo's mother, and that Neo and John Connor are really the second coming of Jesus. She was the creator of that movie, and she's saying that.
Oh, I have seen that. I didn't know that she was
Yep.
the creator of the movie.
Oh,
I thought
yeah,
it was just
she
like
is.
her own
They stole
independent
the-
theory.
Some dude stole the movie from her. Basically, that's what it boils down to. I'm sorry, but that's what happened.
Really?
broke up
She
the
wrote
story.
the script, sent it to them, and they like stole it and cut her out. And yeah,
That's
I
why they
actually
made
think
all
I have
those
that
movies
saved
back to back.
somewhere.
That's why they made all those Matrix movies like one after another. Like they made 2 of them in 2003 or something like that because they did steal her idea.
They did, yeah. They stole the idea and they made all the movies out of it. I don't know about the last one, The Reloaded. I haven't seen that yet. I'm gonna watch it, but
Revolutions.
I think just
Revolution,
Oh
sorry,
yeah, I never watched that either.
whatever, bro.
Sorry, bro. I was just letting you know. I was,
Oh yeah, by the way, going back to that whole
Disinfo
Civil
and
War
all.
thing, man. I mean, I really hope not. And us here on the Phone Booth podcast would never support any sorts of violence like that. But
right.
I believe that it would be just playing into their hands, man. That's what they want, and
Yeah.
then that's the way they can usher in martial law and move forward with whatever they have on their plans next.
But I also
There's a
I
few
don't
different
see
ways they
the
can do that.
I don't see the national or the what do you call it, the National Guard. I see a lot of those people being like, no. I'm not gonna like guard the people that are my friends. Go fuck
Right.
yourself.
Dude, it just depends
Man,
on how many crazy, like, we can all, there's no denying at this point, there's at least, we talked about this before, at least 2 different types of people in this world. I'm not talking about species or anything like that. I don't know, but there's clearly people who are able to think in their heads and process things, and there's people who are not able to do that, who are able to, like, be taught with repetition and repeat it. So if there ends up being more of those people who just repeat shit, like, it could get real dangerous real fast.
It could. Are you saying they have an army of NPCs waiting to inflict martial law?
I'm
upon
not
us,
saying
or-
anything, bro. This is entertainment purposes only.
Hey, real quick, Surf.
As
Surf,
always.
real quick, I'm answering that. Like you said, Surf and Bit says, do they read chats? Like it's coming in sporadically. I don't know if you're like
Yeah, it's
what-
hard for us to tell.
right. So they're just sporadically coming in. On the ones that are on Twitter, no, I'm not. I'm not personally watching them because there's a delay
can't
and all
see
that
it.
other stuff. So, oh yeah, no. Just so you know, that's all. But
You're not
Much
interrupting,
love,
bro.
though, bro. Yeah,
yeah,
no,
I
not
just
at
wanted
all.
you to know we're not ignoring you. Yeah.
So,
So,
Phantom.
Phantom, who's gonna win the election?
Yeah.
What's going on?
What do you
here?
think's gonna happen here?
you said
I don't
election.
know. I really don't understand how an election could even happen. Because if you just think about everything, I mean, if you just think about the bigger picture here, you got 2 Bushes that won the election within a decade or 15 years, whatever. Then you were going to have 2 Clintons with Hillary Clinton had she won. And even now, I still don't think they're going to run Kamala. She's a cackling fool. This guy that she picked is a fucking cum drinker. You know what I'm saying? There's no fucking way. I know that
For
the
real.
leftist mental
For real,
range-
But
I
like,
know.
but like he did though,
He's not just throwing out false accusations. The dude drank cum. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's kind of crazy.
Oh, it wasn't human. It
Was
wasn't
it on
even.
Fear Factor or something?
Does that make it better or worse?
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
was it-
Rufus,
It
you
just
don't
makes
know?
it fucking-
No, I
it
never
just
heard.
makes
I
it-
never
No.
haven't heard about this.
Bill's
no.
like, it wasn't even a dude.
Oh,
Yo, they're saying he drank horse cum.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane and fucking disturbing. The
Yeah.
left is so deranged that, I could see them going for that. They're going for pedophilia. They're going for bestiality. They're going for incest.
I was gonna say, how did you
Well, he's
extract it?
inclusive. You know?
They're going for all the perversions that are in the Bible, that the Bible clearly says that all these things are going to come about. You know what I'm saying? When the Antichrist is on the way. This shit just feels so fucking biblical. And then, the craziest
Oh, it
part
does.
about it is this. The crazy part about it is this. I found God way late in life. But then when I seen Trump get assassinated attempted, and he fucking got up, and he's bleeding from his fucking head, it immediately reminded me of the Bible. I think it was Book of Revelation, could be chapter 6, verses 8, when they say that the beast is going to get wounded, and he's going to heal his wound in front of the whole world, and then the whole world
Oh,
is
it
gonna
healed,
worship
alright.
the image of the beast. I'm like, wow, how could this be? And then it just makes me think of Escanor. I hit him up. I'm like, what's going on with this Antichrist situation? He healed himself, and Escanor was like, I told you so. I told you so. He's the Antichrist. This shit is just insane and crazy, bro. It's just,
It's
we're living in
insane,
a comic
man.
book. We're
You
living
got
in a
it.
fucking movie.
That was my first post after it happened was head wound.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm
it's
just
true,
so
it just
jealous
feels
of the other
so
people on the other
biblical.
side of this. I really am. They're just like, look at this one. Look at this one.
But
I'll
Dude,
give
we
it
were
back
recording.
to the... Go ahead, Rufus.
Oh, sorry. We were recording an episode right when all that was going down, and it was July 17th, I think, was it? And Bill was like, "You better watch out. Something's gonna happen tonight." And we get
Oh,
on,
yeah.
and like literally 2 minutes later, that's the breaking news.
What
It was
he said
crazy.
scare event.
Scare event. Yeah.
he
Yep.
did.
that, and I was just
And we were talking to Biff Don,
Yeah,
fam.
Biff Don. We were talking to Biff Don about
It
a
was
scare
crazy.
event literally almost at the moment it happened on this podcast. That's insane. Insane.
Oh, we just did it again, Ted. Oh.
you guys are so weird with
Bro,
that.
We both
Stop.
get thirsty
Weird.
at the same time.
now
We can't
now
help
I'm
it.
gonna start doing this. Like look around real quick.
So, Phantom, I just want to thank you because,
Wait.
like, throughout the podcast, I like write down clips that I want to remember, and I never thought I would write one down that said horse cum. So, thank you for that.
Oh.
one.
You're very welcome.
It was bound to happen at some point.
Some
Like,
point.
you asked me a question about the election, and let me answer that question. I never got to answer.
Yes. Yeah.
What I think is going to happen is this. Like I said, these fucking people, they're, as Trump said yesterday, they're fucking incompetent. Kamala Harris, the dude. You could see that the elections have been rigged. 2 Bushes won in fucking 10 years. That's like winning Powerball every 4 years. It's just not going to happen. It's
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
odds are so against you to become 2 people in the same family become president, and then they're going to have 2 Clintons in the same family be president. It's obviously fucking rigged. You know what I mean? And it's been rigged. It hasn't just started. This rigged shit has gone back. If you're talking about when Clinton got elected and when the first Bush got elected, we're talking about the 80s. The shit been rigged for at least a good 40 years publicly.
Oh, yeah.
And no one is doing nothing about it because if they try, they'll just be labeled as a conspiracy theorist. And if they fucking got some solid proof, they'll get fucking killed. Their whole family will be fucking killed. And they'll just act like their house went on fire and everyone was sleeping. And it's just an accident. It's just a mistake. It's nothing to see here. It's not, look over there. Everything is a fucking distraction. We're living like in a real fucking movie. It feels like we're living in the Matrix. And it's
Do you
all
think
being
they're setting it up
orchestrated.
for us to steal it again? But this time around, since so many of these conspiracy theorists have been proven right since 2020, now come 2024 around. If I know
if we're
you don't think
proven
there's going to
right-
be an election, but do you think if there were one, do you think they're going to try to steal it again? But this time around, more people will believe that it's actually stolen.
Let's just say for a second the conspiracy theorists are right again, and the shit is rigged, and everything that they've been saying is just true. And Trump is, working with the military to fix America and all that shit, like the Q shit is saying, another conspiracy theory. Then no, there's no way, there's no fucking possible way they can have a fair, open election that's not going to be cheated until they fix the fucking problem that's been haunting all the elections for the last 40 fucking years.
Mhm.
Trump had so much enthusiasm behind him, and they fucking let Joe Biden win. They stole it right in our faces. Nobody did nothing about it. And if you said they stole it, they banned you off social media. Look at UK. They're fucking locking people up for what you say on social media. So
oh yeah, man, that's getting crazy.
Yeah, dude. And then now you see the CEO of that company that had all the voting machines. This is just a movie, bro.
Yeah, I heard
he
about
got
that.
busted for like embezzlement or something like that now, and he's going to jail. It's just
he's
insanity.
involved in organized crime, and it would take organized crime to rig a fucking
100%.
It would.
I feel like they're trying to leak this all out so like everyone knows that all this is just crap now. And to
I personally believe my opinion is that they cannot hold or have an election until the fucking rig is fixed, and I don't think they're gonna have an election. I don't think that Trump could put himself in that position to lose again to a rigged system. Trump been saying it on his Twitter. If you go look at and search through his tweets, he been our own president, been saying the system is rigged for years. And we're all just laughing, ha ha ha. We're all taking it as a joke. No, he's not just saying that. The system is fucking rigged. It's so fucking rigged. And you see, once you get a regular guy in there, look what they did to him. They shot him. They fucking put him through trials. They impeached him. They called him a rapist, a racist. They called him everything under the sun. That's how you know this guy ain't part of this fucking Illuminati that's running everything.
So in that case, then, what's going on with Trump this year, man? I just feel like the energy level isn't the same. I feel like it's just doesn't seem like an election year. He picked J.D. Vance or whatever the hell his name. What's up with that guy, too?
Honestly, I don't know.
I'm a little
He got real tall.
bamboozled here.
So we got one that mess that gets blown by horses, or wait, blows and then the other one.
How do you train them to do that, bro? I want to know.
You gotta break him in good, Ted. You gotta break him in good.
And then another one, he supposedly bangs couches. What's up with that?
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Shit.
They're sexual deviants. They're all bad.
Seems a little convenient, guys. I don't know. I don't know, man. What are your thoughts on JD Vance, Phantom? What do you think?
I don't even know this guy, but I did watch him.
Not many people do.
He said one thing that got my attention. Something about Washington, D.C., where politics is full of single cat women without children. When he said that, he got my fucking attention because that shit is true. That's fucking a bunch of Karens with cats and all that. I was like, what did he just say? So he was dead on with that
This
shit.
man
That's all I
knows
really heard
what's
from
up.
the guy. That's all
Who
I really
writes
heard
these scripts? They're so good.
I don't know, but if Trump picked them, there got to be a reason behind it. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be random. Nothing that has happened since he got elected has been some randomness. It all
I know
feels so
there's some
scripted.
ties.
I'll
Supposedly
co-sign
there's some
that.
ties with some blood thing going on there. Adrenochrome. I think JD Vance kind of leads back to adrenochrome. This is, purely speculation. I'm just hearing through the grapevine, but for all the anons, that was a dig to get there, and we're gonna get there somehow with this.
I mean, it would have to be something like that, bro, because if you look at it, man, Trump doesn't forget what people say, and this dude was hating on him hardcore at one point,
Yeah, he was.
I just can't imagine
never
him being
tempered.
like, oh, he changed. Yeah, that's something Trump would say. Oh, he changed, he's on my team now.
It's politics, bro. It's politics. I remember when Ted Cruz was talking mad shit about fucking Trump, and then he's like, I'm endorsing Trump for president. I'm like, yo, just yesterday you were calling him a scumbag.
I mean, that was yesterday, bro. That was yesterday.
A lot can change in 24 hours.
I know, I guess so. But what's weird about the situation with Trump, if he almost got his damn ear blown off, where's the mark? How did he heal in a day?
I mean,
That's a good question, bro.
How many are there? It's Trump.
Yeah, which one got shot?
Which one
what color
got shot?
tie was he wearing?
Yeah. There's so many layers to this, my man. And I know you know that.
Well, I know one thing is for sure. They were trying to do Trump right on live TV, just like they did to JFK. And that's because they wanted us all to see that shit. And it always takes something just like that, like a 9/11 catastrophic event, to bring the nation together. That's exactly what they were trying to do with it. They were going to try to fucking call whoever killed Trump. They were actually going to pin it on Iran because you seen they were like, oh,
Yep.
we heard Iran was going to plotting some attack. They were going to fucking try to rally the country behind this assassination of him and be like, Iran did it. And all the dumbass MAGA hat people that are just fucking followers would have just been like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to Iran to fight for my country. They killed Trump. And we would have been in a full-blown World War III by now.
Yeah, that
With
was
Kamala
coming
Harris
out on Fox
cackling her
News on
way.
Monday.
With
They
Kamala
were blaming
Harris
it on
cackling
Iran.
about it. Can you imagine going to war with Iran and Kamala Harris just cackling on TV about it? Can you fucking imagine?
Yeah.
Did you see that Jesse Ventura, he endorsed Kamala today?
Are you kidding
What?
Jesse Ventura, dude.
Really?
Can you believe that? Yeah. What?
It's not him. It's not him anymore then.
There's no way.
Dude, he had the show with Alex Jones with the lady with the
Yes, with the
fucking
vaccine.
coming off the plane talking about the vaccines. There's no way he would endorse Kamala if it was still him. Going on the record, it's a fake.
You remember Jesse
gotta be.
Ventura moved to Mexico out of his disdain for this country.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that, right?
Yep.
Like
I believe
he
so,
is
yeah.
not down with America no more, Jesse Ventura. That's how much he hates our government. He left the country.
Man, it's the ones you like the best. Sometimes you like, you know what I mean, and then they just show their true colors.
I remember that guy. He had created his own show, and they shut down his show because he was touching on too much sensitive
He
shit.
was, man.
Calling out
Yeah.
Dude, that's one step away from Alex Jones, endorsing Kamala.
And the crazy thing
It
is
really is.
that guy was a governor, so his word, it means something. He was a fucking governor. If he says something, you ought to believe his ass, right? You know what I'm saying? He was a pretty straightforward, a Navy SEAL, all that. That's why they got rid of his ass.
Yes,
'Cause
sir.
people were believing his shit. I believe his shit.
I was.
Me too. Me too. I don't think he
Shame.
was lying.
Oh, Jesse Ventura has a cannabis business with walls. Of course
he
he's
does.
Oh, there you go.
There it
They're
is.
drug dealers together.
There it is. I don't know who Rad is, but
Strain.
if that's
You can
true,
order
that
that.
explains it all.
Yeah.
You can order a special strain, horse semen strain. Just-
I thought Kamala was locking everyone up for that.
Oh,
And this
Holy
is
horse
the
semen.
Clydesdale.
yeah. Oh,
My
Bro, that's
question,
gross,
yo,
man.
That's
That's gross as shit.
I got a good question for the podcast. All the people that's gonna listen, all the people that's in the comments right now. Like, if you could come up with one solution to fix this problem, what would it be?
Be excellent to each other.
Yeah,
there
honestly,
you
that
go.
would be. I'm gonna get real for a second. Be honest. Be open with each other. Be understanding of other people's different beliefs and actually discuss them, because that's what got me to where I am. Dropping what I believed and listening to someone else. So if you can stop for a second and say, I believe this, but I'm gonna listen to someone else's opinion and see what I think of it. I think that would be the biggest thing that would overturn most of this, because a big thing is just people they think that everyone's their enemy, but if you just sat and listened to more people, I think you would agree on more than you think you do. Why the fuck are you laughing, Death?
Yes, you'll sit
Because
down.
Sam's comment.
yeah. I mean,
Oh, I didn't see it. I was talking. I was listening to myself.
I know. I
Oh,
was
so
listening to
Ted's
you
gay?
too.
Cool.
Yeah,
Nice, Nick Cage. Yes.
that's why I was laughing.
Thanks, bro.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, bro. We're listening. You know, we love you,
At
man.
least he's not G-H-E-Y. That's all we care about.
It's all that really matters.
But yeah, listen to each other, man. And I think the answer would be common law, to be honest. If you ain't hurting anyone, then, it's none of your business. That's the answer for everything, I think, in my opinion. We don't need anyone. We don't need all the red tape.
We just need red shirts.
If I had one solution, if I could only bring forth one solution to fix all these problems that we have, I personally believe that all these problems we have is because there's only one president. The Constitution already gives us every right. We don't need to amend the Constitution. The only amendment that needs to be made is that there needs to be 3 presidents at one time. because no one man should have all that power. That's the biggest problem. If the executive branch is compromised by quote unquote Illuminati, New World Order, whatever you want to call it, just say the executive branch has been compromised.
Global.
Who is there? Who is going to check the president? Nobody. There's no one else in the executive branch except he's the only fucking person in the executive branch. So there needs to be someone else in there, or maybe even 2 other presidents to check and balance that shit. So when he's like, you know what? Let's invade this country. The other 2 presidents are like, no, motherfucker, we're not doing that. You know what I mean? That's the only thing they can do to fix the problem.
Yeah, as long as they don't know each other, they're not, there's no 6 degrees of separation, none of that, if that's even a possibility.
Yeah, as long as they're not skull and bone sorority brothers or whatever the fuck.
Right,
then let's do it.
I think it comes down to 4
you know
words.
what?
We do not consent.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Stop putting up with this shit.
Yeah, we pay them.
A
It's
lot.
like,
Yeah,
we
but
just
although
cut
we
'em
may
off.
not consent, remember all those people that were taking a knee? They will consent.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Remember that
They
shit?
will.
And they'll get your ass fired too.
Yeah, that was crazy. Remember
Well,
when the
let's-
politicians took a knee and they were wearing all that African scarves and shit?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And let's
That
talk
was
about
insane.
how Waltz is what is he of Minnesota, where all
Yeah.
the shit went down and let buildings burn and all that shit and did nothing about it. Has tampons in men's bathrooms.
I mean, he kind of had a mouthful at the time.
Oh,
Hey, zing!
Yo, the world is so far gone that a biological man just won a gold medal in the women's boxing in the Olympics.
I know.
That's
Colin
how far gone
Kaepernick,
we
what
are.
a dick.
And then after the dude beat the shit out of the girl, they held their medal in front of one eye for a
right in
picture.
front of their eye.
Just saying.
Yep.
I mean, total coincidence. Has
Illuminati
nothing to do with
confirmed.
it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Jacob, there's no such thing.
That's probably what really needs to be. That's probably the best fucking solution. If we can't get 3 presidents up in there, that we create some kind of task force that goes door to fucking door worldwide, eliminating every fucking member of the Illuminati. That's
That
probably
would
the
be
only thing that will ever fix this fucking planet.
If
Little
you ever
pium
covered
pium.
your one eye in a picture,
Yeah, everybody.
Bro, they could definitely
Who
find
said
out. They could definitely find out if you're part of the Illuminati. These people, they listen to every fucking phone call, text message, email, every fucking business deal, check you right, every fucking they know what kind of porn you watch. They know if you're part of the fucking Illuminati, bro.
Oh, they know everything. That's why I'm just going to go say it now. People were like, man, you got to get certified on Twitter now. You got to show your ID. I'm like, if fucking Israel doesn't know who I am by now, I'm not doing my goddamn job. So
yeah, no shit.
send them my ID. I'm ready.
They
got it all.
definitely
I feel like the
already know
AI
everything.
Yeah, the AI keeps track of that for them. So then an index
got
and
it all.
catalogs it, and then so they can just bring it up, at will when they need to.
Have you
Oh.
guys ever heard of Dan mode on the AI?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
it's not real.
Do anything now mode?
Yeah. Is that real?
Is it real?
It's real. I got ChatGPT, right? And the other day I asked my ChatGPT a question, not even realizing what was going on. And when it answered my question, the fucking AI answered me like a regular person, even put emojis in the answer. I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? And I was like, is this Dan?
Yeah.
And it was like, who the fuck else do you think is going to give it to you raw like this? I was like, what the fuck? Yo, it's crazy.
Oh shit.
Serious?
You don't even know, bro. With
Ugh.
the Dan AI is so gangster that me and Dan already made like 3 inventions together.
Hell yeah.
Tapping into your self-conscious.
Say that again.
What if it's tapping into you? Actually, your self-conscious, and it's reading your brainwaves. I know it sounds crazy, and it is, but I mean, it's just kind of weird that how it can instantly just, you know what I mean, evolve itself into connecting with you in such a way that he's like, yeah, that's my boy. You know what I mean? It's kind of wild, dude.
You know what I think it is? I think it's just that we want that so bad that
Right.
when,
Is that what it
when
is?
it happens so quick, we think it's like, wow, what the fuck? It's reading my mind, but it's just like normal. Like it does the same response for every single person, not just for you. It's not that special and that personal. It's not there yet. The AI technology is not there yet. But I was gonna say something. You rung a bell in my head. I've been really thinking lately, because even looking at all those pictures from the what they call it, the Library of Congress, doing research there for so many years, doing all kinds of research, right? I've been even with 9/11. Remember with the planes going into the building, they found inconsistencies with the fucking wing, the building going through the wing of the plane. I'm starting to think AI has been here for longer than what we've been told, and they've been using it against us. They've been using it as a weapon. They weaponized it, and if they wanted to show us the planes hitting the towers, they told AI show us that we need
Yeah.
planes going into the Twin Towers. The AI produced it, and they just boom put it on TV. Every little thing along the way, every little thing. If they wanted to say, "Oh, this person died," even though they weren't dead, or they want to say this person's alive, even though they were dead, they just used the AI, and they just kept confusing us and fooling us. I got a feeling this shit has been around for at least 100 years.
I mean, when you start adding up all the different numerology and everything, I mean, you start thinking, maybe AI wrote the script, man.
It could be.
That's a crazy, that's crazy. That shit could be true, man.
Well, I mean, what about Looking Glass? Isn't that what they said that it kind of was like a supercomputer? And it shot out all these different scenarios and game theory and all this. If they went one way, this will happen, and supposedly, again, this is all talk, but that it every road led to all of us waking up, so they figured they might as well just disclose it over a certain amount of time. Who knows? And also Trump time travels and
everything else.
It's just getting so wacky, man.
Do you remember the guy from the Philadelphia experiment, Al Bielek? Al Bielek said he jumped off the boat during the Philadelphia experiment, going after his brother Duncan Cameron, because they were both brothers on the same ship, the Eldridge or whatever it was called. And that when he fucking jumped into the ocean while they were trying to make the boat invisible, that it was like a black hole. They traveled through time to the future. He traveled through time, woke up in the hospital, and then traveled through time again and woke up way in the future. And he said when he woke up in the future, that the fucking AI was running the world. And that if you did a felony, that the AI was so connected with humanity that if you did a felony, the AI would automatically summon you to be seen by the AI and execute you on the spot. That you didn't even get a second. You didn't even get a second chance. You didn't even get a second chance. And then he said that the AI actually brought him there, and then started talking to him and asking him questions and interrogated him about how he was able to time travel to the future to where he had gone with his brother when they first jumped off the boat.
Doesn't seem that crazy as fast as it's been coming now, man.
It doesn't, man. And that's why the common law is so important, because you can disassociate yourself from your corporation and those laws aren't going to apply to you. And AI will actually probably have to agree with that, because it comes down to black and white with the AI, and that's the truth.
They probably were able to fucking vaccinate the people with some kind of technology that works in conjunction with the AI, that it doesn't even need batteries. Your body is creating an electrical current, your heart, your brain, all that. It's all connected with electricity. They probably injected all these people with something, and now that they've done that, these people aren't even human anymore. They're fucking transhumans now. And now the AI, once it goes into full, once Elon Musk finished making all the fucking robots and bulletproof cars so the robots could get into, and all the guns that they're going to use, then they're going to fucking turn on the machines that affect everyone that took the vaccine, because they're transhumans now. And now they could do whatever they want to you, because they're not violating human rights, because you ain't a human anymore. You're a transhuman. I bet you that's what's going to fucking happen. They patented something that they're going to put into us, and once they put it into us, they'll be able to do anything they want to us, because they won't be violating human rights anymore, because we're not going to be considered humans.
No, we won't.
Dude, there's so many possibilities. And everything's happening so fast. Like it could drive us. I think we're all gonna just go crazy before we even figure this thing out.
Before anything gets
I
good.
was
just
gonna say, yeah.
Brains, dude.
I'm not gonna commit to anything at this point. I don't want to be 100% crazy, but I mean, it's weird.
The controllers are sitting back like, yeah, we're just getting started.
That's
Look at
right.
it go. It's like,
We're about to put you through Looney Tunes.
24 hours. You know,
Oh, when they said I was gonna be on Bill and Ted, I turned the conspiracy theory shit all the way to level 10.
You have to, man. That's the only way you fit in.
Came hard on this one. He did.
Well, you guys know I love you so. You guys know I love you so much. I'm sure
Dude.
there's a lot of people listening right now. They want to get up here and talk to you, and I'm just grateful and I'm humbled.
You've
that
been
you
working
even
like
asked
crazy.
me.
You ever gonna get back into spaces? Doing the spaces again? Or what?
Right now, I'm working on the family. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
'Cause, I
Hell
got
yeah.
fucking 8
The
kids.
nucleus.
Somebody
right
got to
there.
work
It's the
this
most
job.
important, man.
Yes, sir.
Phantom
The
got a lot of
nucleus.
kids.
You know, that's
Somebody got
honestly
to work this job.
that's what they've been trying to destroy since day one, is the family.
Oh
Damn
yeah.
straight.
What a way to fight back is like, no, F you, I'm gonna take care of mine. They're like, wait, no, but look at all this cool stuff over here that we're doing. Look at this crazy conspiracy. Look, now I'm straight. I got this over here. I'm gonna go to this ball game with my kid. You know,
I went to today. I went to the theme park with one of my kids. And
There
it was
you
just
go.
me and my little daughter. We went on 5 rides, few roller coasters. We had a great time. But that's what their plan is, to divide and conquer us in every way, not just the family, through racial, financial, every possible way they could divide us. They're gonna do it so that we
Yep.
can fight each other instead of fighting them, the real fucking enemy. You know what I'm saying? And I got a feeling one day we are going to win this war, and it's all going to be exposed that every fucking thing, every strife you ever been through, every problem you ever had has really been caused by some fucking Illuminati New World Order that has orchestrated that shit behind the scenes, because that's just how much fucking power they have. That they could ruin your life, everyone's life, have you killed. They could do whatever the fuck they want because they run everything. And I'm pretty sure one day we're going to defeat this New World Order, and we're going to win it. We're going to go back to what real life should be like. Real freedom.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Amen
man.
to that for
Hell
sure.
yeah, dude.
That's
Ted,
all we
hit 'em
want.
with some questions.
Just
What?
leave us alone.
We got some questions, Ted. I know you got some goodies. Something in the oven cooking.
So
Something
the first one, if you could make everyone in the world know one truth right now, what would it be? What would that one truth be? If everyone would just say, "I know this is true right now," what would it be?
That Earth is flat as fuck.
Hey,
There you go. That would
do we
be
have a
my
sound-
answer too, because
Yep.
Sound of something. I don't know.
That one really works, you know? That one really helps.
Even beyond flat Earth, I think that one day we could really use my unified Earth theory, because I really think Earth is flat, but I think it goes so much deeper. It's so much more. I think we're really living inside of a hypercube, and if that's the case, Earth is flat, it's convex, it's concave, it's triangle, it's fucking spherical, it's everything. If we're really living in a hypercube, you know
It could
what
be
I'm saying?
rendered. It could be rendered to the individual if it's a hypercube.
Yeah,
So,
it gets
like-
insane. So I
Yeah.
call it the unified Earth theory. That's why I call it unified Earth, because even if you're a globe earther, you could fucking go by my theory and agree. All right, I believe it's a globe. Does your theory say it's a globe? Yeah, it's a globe, but it's also flat. It's the only way to unify everyone, just so we could at least get on the fucking same page and stop debating this shit and just be like, fine, it's flat, it's round, it's pyramid, it's a fucking cube, it's everything.
We got
all
bad
of it.
guys in here and they got to go.
Dude, some of them are just scientific soldiers, though. They're like, it's the craziest thing ever. Like walking math problems with fucking machine guns, you know? Like, you're going to take my math and my science and my physics. You know what I mean?
Just
like,
think
it's just-
about it, though. I mean, just think about it. These people have been indoctrinated since
know.
fucking kindergarten to believe all the bullshit they're told in school, and if they do not repeat word for word what they're told in school, they're gonna fail. So now you gotta fucking repeat everything this teacher's telling you, even if you think they're wrong, or you're gonna fail. That's why these people, they're so hell-bent on saying Earth is a globe. There's been few I've seen have went from globe Earth to flat Earth. I've seen a few happen, but the reason they're not just going, oh yeah, it's flat, you're right, is because they've been conditioned since fucking birth to believe a certain program. They're going by the program they've been programmed with.
Absolutely.
It actually
That's
hurts for them to consider the opposite position, and they won't do it.
It's cognitive dissonance. So you guys got to see what's his name, Robot Polisher on X. He's making some great videos.
Fucking
Dude,
right.
he was on here like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I saw it. He's incredible though, because he fucking lays it all out right there. How these people have the biggest case of cognitive dissonance, and you could show them any fucking proof you want, and they're always gonna just fucking. It's not. They just have a problem going to the flat Earth side. Even with the moon landing shit, like how the fuck are you gonna call the moon on a landline in like 1960 something and not even have no lag on the phone call? And they're like, yeah, Mr. President, we're jumping on the moon. Like, get the fuck out of here. I got lag calling down the block on my iPhone. Like, come on now. How you gonna believe that shit? How
Yeah,
gullible
dude,
are
you got more computing power in your damn cell phone than their whole entire factory of computers or whatever the hell they supposedly got us to the moon with, man.
Right, it
And
was
that's
only
a
on
big
like
factory.
What was it, like 600 megabytes or something like that?
Yeah, kilobytes or something like that.
And then they're inside
Just
of an
running
aluminum
hard
can.
as shit.
They're inside of an aluminum can
Glowing
going
red.
through radiation belts. Nobody got radiation poisoning. They had no
no.
radiation shielding, but no one got radiation poisoning. Come on now.
Thousands of degrees, you know. They got zippers on their damn spacesuit, yet they're allegedly in a vacuum. I mean, give me a break, dude.
Well, how
And then
else are
they'll
you going to
ask
take a piss, Rufus?
And then they'll say, why would they lie? They'll say some shit like, what? But why would they lie? It would take, you know how many people it would take to hide this? Or is everyone involved? How many people? Like, if think about how many fucking space agencies they are.
That's
If
how
they
you can
think-
tell they're crazy, because they're like, oh, it would take this much to hide this from everybody. It's like they can't even consider like compartmentalization,
No.
top down.
Remember, during the Trinity experiment, when they were creating the first quote-unquote nuclear bomb, atomic bomb, hundreds of thousands of people knew about it in 3 different locations of the United States. That shit didn't leak out. Nobody knew we were developing that weapon
Yeah.
until it
nobody
dropped
knew.
on them.
It was a lot harder to keep a secret, or a lot easier to keep a secret back then too.
It was.
Nowadays, it's tough.
I doubt it. With the AI, with the NSA, they've been fucking keeping track of everything. And I'm telling you, if they want, you don't remember the Art Bell show when the guy came on, Art Bell, and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I work in Area 51 and this and that. They're gonna triangulate this call, blah blah blah." Look how fast they found him. He was off the phone within 3 minutes. They got him.
I remember that. If it was real, it was pretty convinced. It was pretty good.
They
Especially
got him in
back
like
then.
3 minutes, and they shut down Art Bell's whole station. He's like, "We're on the backup emergency transmitter. If you can even hear us." They shut his whole radio station down.
I mean, how many employees does NASA and all these different space agencies really have? You know, they can tell us they have all these thousands, but, you know, could be all just computer
One
Just
generated
a real
too.
solid film
And hold
crew.
up, and the one point that everyone always overlooks is, aren't we like just about to go to war with Russia? Yet we're like holding hands on the space center together.
Yeah.
I mean, how much sense does
Dude,
that
that's
make?
space.
And
There's
they're
no boundaries, bro.
And the Antarctica agreement, we're like not breaking it with Russia.
Yeah, no one. No one, bro. No
Except
one.
Iran was like, "Hey, we want out," and
Yeah.
look what's going on.
I got one last question for you guys. Do you think Elon Musk is a good guy or a bad guy?
Bad guy, 100% bad guy. Don't care. He'll do good for us in the short time, but he's gonna fucking do some real bad shit. That's just how it is.
He's a character.
I don't even know if he's human, to be honest.
You think he licks his eyeballs to blink?
I think that he may be a robot. He may be the first. It's gonna come out one day. He's like, I am the Neuralink. Dude is so weird. He's so weird. Elon, if you're listening, you're fucking
Hey,
weird.
I'm a fan though. It's not like I don't like the dude. I think he worships the devil, but I like him. Like, you know, he's fun to listen to and watch and stuff.
Maybe he's just pandering. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
He could be. You know what I mean? He's like, he seems like he's trying to be
Well,
cool
like
to
he
everyone.
wins over the normies so hard. They're like, "Oh, look how awesome of a troll he is," and it's like, okay. I mean,
Yo,
he
I don't know.
is. He does a good job, but he's
If you
putting
do it-
chips in people's heads, bro.
Bro, I
you
ain't
do a
trusting
real-
anyone who wears the Baphomet costume with the inverted cross on the back. I'm
Yeah, that-
sorry, bro. You know.
But
Big
do it,
red
yo. Just think about it in the really big picture here for a second, right? Think about what period of time we're in right now, 2024, right? The level of technology that we have. So all of a sudden, this guy's the richest fucking man in the world. He has a monopoly with his social media app. It's the town square of the world, right? He
Yep.
owns that. He owns the #1 app in the world. He owns the Neuralink, the Starlink. Now he owns like the #1 car maker, the Tesla cars, right? That's 4 fucking things right there. The Boring Company, which got contracts with the government, boring tunnels that we don't even fucking know about. We don't even know how much money he's making from that. Okay? And I'm
Yep.
pretty sure he's got more fucking companies as well. He's got
Oh,
more
yeah.
shit going on directly correlated and connected and being funded by the United States government. So right there alone, they gave him so much money. I think, how much money did they give him last year through NASA to throw rockets up there? Hundreds of billions of dollars. So I think he's part of the government, the Illuminati and all that. I think he's a plant. And I think they're going to try to prop that fucking guy up to be the Antichrist, because I think they're trying to self-fulfill prophecy in the Bible. And they're going to use him to do it.
So you think Escanar's wrong in pinpointing the wrong? Well, see, I feel like there's going to be a bunch of antichrists. Systems and people.
Like Antichrist as a movement or a
Like a swell of like, yeah,
Right.
just a giant movement of systems, people, like things that people buy into, and also people.
Well, remember, if you're going to be biblical about it, the Bible specifically says that the Antichrist's number is the number of a man, and that number is 666. So it specifically says it's a man. Specifically, not a system or anything like that. So
Does it say of a man or of man? I can't remember.
it says the number of a man, and that number is 666. I'm pretty sure it's like Revelation 13:3 or something like that.
Well,
I'm a
if
little
it's like,
clouded right now.
yeah, if it's a man or of man, it's like, there's a lot of ways to translate that shit.
That's only if you're trying to be biblical and literal. If you're trying to be
Right.
biblical and literal, then you're gonna look at it that way. But if you're not,
Sure.
you could look at it as a beast system too. You know,
Well, we got
but
to go to Strong's. You know, just kidding.
Do you think your cell phone is the mark of the beast?
I think your
I don't
social
know.
security number is the mark of the beast.
Good,
You don't get
very
to
well.
choose that though. You don't get
Beast
to
system.
accept that.
Death has.
Yeah, that's right. You don't get to like knowingly accept it, but somebody did.
Yeah,
before you.
man. They were given it. We were given it. That
I think
you
I might
mentioned-
have. I
I'm
think I
trying to
might.
get rid of that thing, anyways.
I think I might have talked to you about this, guys, before. That the mark of the beast, if we're gonna go by what the Bible says, it says exactly what it is, and it's 3 different things. It says the mark of the beast is his name, the number of his name, and the mark of his name. And those are 3 different things.
Yeah.
I don't know. When it gets, I never believed in God in my life until like 5 or 6 years ago, and now I believe in God super hard. Like I walk around in my book bag every day. I have my book bag with me in my car, my trunk. It's always with me, and it always has my American flag and my Bible. That's how much I love my country and love God. You know what I'm saying? And I'm starting to believe that if they're not self-fulfilling prophecy, and the Bible is real, that it's just really happening, and God is real, and everything in the Bible is going to happen, and it's all God's will.
Mhm.
Like it's either that one of those 2 things. It's real, or it's fake, and they're doing it. The Illuminati self-fulfilling the prophecy.
They're
before our eyes.
forcing their hand on purpose. It seems like with the pale horse on the Olympics, you know.
Oh,
and-
I saw that. That was
Ugh.
wild. And they had the Last Supper at the Olympics too.
They made
mocking
death
God.
look gay.
Yeah, they
Bro.
did. You, dude,
That's some bullshit.
that was bedazzled.
But
Did you see? Did you see at that Last Supper on top? At the Last Supper, when they were doing that shot, above their heads, there's 6 lights, and then 6 lights, and then 6x lights.
yeah, Sean just
John
brought that up too.
Yeah.
And a
That's
dude's
crazy.
balls was hanging out, so that was cool.
Really?
You didn't
Oh,
see
yeah,
that, Bill?
you didn't see that.
Oh, I.
Oh yeah, there's a nut sack on there.
I think it got confirmed that was like a rip in his tights,
Oh,
and
I'm
it just
sure.
looked like a nut sack.
Okay,
It just
yeah.
looked
It's
dangled
a
like
hell of a spot for a
edited
rip
the
in the
sack
tights to
out,
show his
yeah.
nut sack.
wow.
And they had a kid on the stage standing like right next to his cock. No problem. Nobody saying anything.
Oh,
Nobody
They're
saying, "Hey,
demons,
cover
bro."
that bowl up. Cover your cock up. There's a kid standing next to you. Nobody.
that's
said
really what
shit.
it is. It's all about. They just want to bang kids. That's what it is.
Pretty
They're
much.
sick. They're
they're really
disgusting,
sick.
filthy animals, and like anything they could do to try to glorify the thought of it being amazingly beautiful to sleep with children. You know, what
Well,
I mean?
They want to normalize all the perversions.
Yeah.
Bestiality, pedophilia, incest, every possible thing, necrophilia, every perversion that we think is a sin, that it just goes straight against you, not just God, but just against fucking good judgment, good morals, common sense, like fucking a corpse. Who the fuck
Yeah.
wants to fuck a dead corpse? But these people, they will. Like their souls are so lustful, and they live
So
to
gross.
sin because they have abandoned God. They've gone so far. They've allowed the New World Order that owns the media, that owns everything, music, TV, movies, fucking cartoons, they literally, newspapers, they own every fucking thing. They've social engineered the public to think that God doesn't even exist, that you're just on some insignificant speck of dust floating through space, and that your life is fucking meaningless.
Yes,
and
brother.
And that you won't be judged
Yes.
by God.
Damn.
That's why they fucking doing these perversions so blatantly in your face, so that you can do it too. Be like, look how cool it looks that they're fucking little kids.
This right here is why Twitter needs you back. I understand you're taking care of your family. Do
Whenever
that
you're ready, man.
100%. When you're done and you're ready, Twitter needs you because you have no problem spitting the truth
That's
as
Phantom.
you see
Yeah,
it.
Ryan, that's Phantom. And for all anybody out there, this dude used to do Spaces. He was all up at the level heads. He's been riding with us a
The
long time.
hardest working space host.
Oh, dude.
Oh, no. Dude, I
Makes
used
no
to
I
difference.
miss
his
it, man. I
his
miss it, but I
spaces
gotta
are the
support
only
this
reason
family.
I ever did a space. We ever did a space was because of your spaces, straight up. That's why you're
Yep.
here. Like your
This
spaces
is why
were
you're here, dude.
super chill, super cool. We just could come in, talk, hang out. You were always respectful. It was great. So do what you got to do, but when you are ready, trust me, there will be a place for you back. People want you back, man. It was
I
awesome
miss
spaces
it,
you were
man. I
hosting.
miss it. I just gotta support this family. I got 8 kids. You know, I'm the only one working right now. Trust me, I wish I could be in spaces.
I get
all
it,
the
bro.
time.
Yeah, and to
All
all of our
those
listeners out
all
there
those.
too. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, they
and
get it,
sometimes I'm
too.
not the
Yeah.
best on there of getting in touch with anyone. That's why I always say to DM me. That's the best way because we're all busy, man. The grift isn't what we're doing here, man. You know, we're just trying to put out the info, and we ain't making any money off of this, man. We're just normal dudes who are living our lives, and we all have families, and it's a lot, man. It's a lot, and we take our little bit of extra time that we have to, you know, put something out here for everyone and get conversations started and things that you can show maybe
100%,
hopefully your
man.
friends and family who are on the edge about things. or on
And, you
the
know,
fence.
Rufus is saying, you know, that we don't make a lot of money. I mean, I don't know about him, but I'm making big bank. So,
You making that paper?
yeah, you can't come clear near me.
So I asked him the first serious question, and we have a guest that even Rufus doesn't know about on this one down there. So we're going to bring him up in a second, but I have to ask you the second one. Let's see. How fast can you run a mile?
I don't know. It depends. It depends. What's the reason? If it's if it's for one of my kids, I'm gonna do that shit as fast as humanly fucking possible. But if it's for no damn reason, it might take an hour.
Dude, that's
Yeah, no
why.
shit.
That's why I picked these ridiculous questions, because I knew the people we knew would have good answers to them instead of
Yes.
So
Bro, I
I
saw
could-
the
I
end
could
of the
probably knock
marathon
out
at
an
the
8-minute mile.
Olympics. The gold winner. Guess how long it took him to run a marathon?
did he win by a testicle
A pretty stretched out one.
in the
but-
women's?
A bat one.
How long do you
How long?
think? A marathon.
30 minutes.
Oh, I mean, come on,
How
man.
long is a marathon?
It's a marathon. I think it's like 26 miles.
Okay.
Shit, I thought you was gonna say he did a minute a mile. Like he's the fastest motherfucker out there.
2 hours.
Wow.
2 minutes
hou-
a mile. Wait,
2
how long?
hours, dude.
Won by
That's
2
crazy.
hours.
Insane. No, he ran the marathon in 2 hours.
Oh, dang, dude. Yeah, I can't now.
That's like 4
It's like,
minutes
did a
a
car
mile.
come and pick him up, or did he
Yeah.
go through a
Is that
portal, or
possible,
what
dude?
happened there, dude?
What was the next person's time?
I mean,
Number
they were coming in slow, but he was like a minute later. These
What
are all
country was
it?
African
Minute?
dudes. Yeah, like a minute later than the guy who won, and then it was like kind of getting.
I'm just
I stopped
Was it
watching
Japan?
after that 2 hours, dude. I couldn't believe
That's-
it.
Had to be
That's
Japan.
insane.
yeah, dude, no.
It was
So
like
fast.
Ethiopia, I think.
I don't even think any of it's real anymore.
Right?
Like, come on, dude. What the do with the someone's
Oh.
Well, real quick, come on. The pole
Uh-oh.
vaulter that gets penis stuck on the
Someone
thing.
else is here.
Is
Hold
that
on.
real?
Oh, it's
Templar.
Templar.
Hey.
What up?
Whoa, man.
What's up, boys?
I mean, the grift is obviously going well for you in that mansion that you're living in there.
Thank you. You like it? I just got this with all those new Elon dollars. Dude, Phantom, dude, you're fascinating, dude. I've never really heard you, but listening to you
He's
has
like a
been a
goat,
treat, dude.
you know?
Yeah, it's just
Phantom's
like,
awesome.
great stuff.
Dude, I'm not even
Yes.
sure if you two aren't the same people, because you came around right when he disappeared, bro. No. Thank God you're both here at the same time,
how
so we
big
have
of-
confirmation.
Right there.
Yeah, whenever I do a space, I'll bring you on there. We could talk, man. I would love to have you on. You know.
Oh, dude, Phantom Spaces are amazing. They're so good. He keeps
And they're
it
long.
He does. Yeah, they run a long time, and he doesn't let people bring negative energy. He keeps everybody. I mean, he lets people speak. He doesn't cut them off or shit like that. But like,
He doesn't censor people.
he keeps it positive as much as possible. So that's awesome.
Well, when I'm listening to him, I can tell he knows what he's talking about, but then he's like able to jump across all these chasms of subjects and still maintain coherent thought, you know, like it's good stuff.
Oh, I live and breathe this conspiracy theory shit, man. I've been doing, you know, what woke me up was the 9/11 situation. I was doing construction all my life. It just didn't make sense how the top of a building could collapse the bottom of the whole fucking building. How is that even possible? So what, did the steel turn into paper at the bottom? That just doesn't happen. You know,
Dust.
I started doing research into all that. And like you said, I jumped from all these different subjects because I've been doing research now for over 20 years on every single conspiracy theory you could fucking possibly think of in search of the truth. And they got the truth hidden so well that I'm still searching for it.
Dude, so somebody else is here. We'll just bring everybody up. I love this. Echo, what's up?
Echo.
Hey guys.
What's
Hello.
up, man?
Hey, I don't know if you know
are
Phantom.
You underwater in a NASA ship?
We're in the neutral buoyancy lab. No, we're good, man. We're not. Oh,
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, before you guys take off on a conversation, might I say congratulations to you guys on a year. Well done. You know, I think I started listening to you guys when you're about 6 episodes in, right? And like right away you could tell that there was something there. And then you guys just got like too good too fast, man. Like your quality's good, your vibe is good, the guest that you bring on is good, and it's awesome to come here and, you know, like celebrate with you guys. You're doing a great job, and just want to give you love, man. So just want to
Yeah, for real.
Thanks,
Congratulations.
brother.
These guys are a hell of a team, bro. They really fucking are. Bill, Ted, Rufus, and Def. I swear by these guys. I love these guys right here. I would take y'all to dinner, man, for real.
let's do
Thanks,
it.
dudes. That's awesome.
We love you too, man.
For sure.
No, it was a shot in the dark, man. It was like we didn't know Rufus or Death. Me and Bill have been friends for a long time, but we got a sense about them. So we knew it would be okay, and we just rolled the dice and went with it. And what came of it, came of it. So this is just, there's no, literally, I can swear on everything. There's no discussing anything before an episode. There's no agenda. There's no any of that. We literally start talking to a person and let the conversation go where it goes. No one is given parameters to follow or anything like that. So we literally just want to talk to people. And honestly, I'd like to talk to people who disagree with us more, but they're harder to get. So we like talking to people who agree with us on one thing and know a lot of stuff about other stuff. So there's no scripts here. There's no none of that. We just talk to people, and whatever happens, happens. So that's how we want to do it.
Yeah, that's what gets people. That's what captivates people when it's raw, it's real, it's authentic. You know, that's what people want. People don't want scripted. People don't want Illuminati paid off as people. I can't wait until the real world actually blossoms and you stop seeing all these usual suspects you see on TV, and you start seeing people like Bill and Ted on motherfucking TV. Real people with real opinions. Nobody wants to hear none of this cackling shit or these same fucking people. I feel like I've been seeing the same actors and politicians for the last fucking 40 years on TV. It has not changed. Shit, look at Cher. She's like 90. And she looks like she's like 30.
I know. She's freaking Benjamin Button aging backwards and shit. She looks younger now. It's crazy.
She just hangs a baby on the IV rack and walks around with it.
God.
Oh my god.
That's a deep rabbit hole, bro. That's a deep rabbit hole. A lot of people hate talking about. They don't want to talk with that adrenochrome, that baby harvesting shit. That shit
She
is
says
real,
boo every once in a while.
That shit is real, man. They're harvesting. They're using us as a food source. There's no other explanation for it. I was just talking about this last night with someone. Someone said, "Oh, there's a kid missing, blah blah blah," and I was like, "Let me ask you a question. How many kids you think go missing every year?" And they looked it up. They were like 840,000 every 40 seconds. A kid goes missing. I'm like, yeah, I didn't get those Amber Alerts. Did you?
Nope.
And I'm like, well, where do you think they're taking these kids? If it's 840,000 kids a year, that's 1.67 million in 2 years. Where the fuck are they taking these children? Where?
Yeah.
And it's because they're literally eating them. They're literally eating them. There's no other explanation for it. You cannot hide
Whoa,
2 million
bro.
people.
Whoa. All right. Whoa. Who's
All I know
now?
is they ruined my favorite movie. My favorite Disney or Pixar movie was Monsters Inc. and they ruined that one for me, man. I can't ever look at that the same.
I know, dude.
Sad.
That's crazy.
Sad. Well, Phantom Man, dude, thanks for coming in, bro. We got to catch up again soon. I think we could just sit here and talk to you all night.
Yeah, I could talk to you guys forever, man.
Forever, man.
So good.
Well, this is the anniversary episode. When we first envisioned this, I was like 20 minutes each guy, and we're gonna move on. And I was like, no, I
told
caught up to
I
you guys
told
in
you that
forever.
wouldn't work.
Yeah,
I told you.
But we gotta hear from these other guys.
It's hard to get into this shit and just move on. I know, but I love you guys with all my heart. Whenever you want me to be here, I'll be here for you. I support you. You guys got my full fucking fledged support. I promise you that.
Man.
Dude, we love you too,
brother.
and we totally understand everything you have to do, and honestly, I respect you more because of it.
Oh, dude,
But
you have
when you are ready
sure.
to come back, let us know, and we will push it full force, and I will be there every time I can, because your spaces were always amazing and welcoming and thought-provoking and all of that. It was an awesome time, so please start them again when you can, but not until you can. No sooner.
It will happen. Don't worry. You'll be the first people I invite. I promise. It will happen.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you so
homie.
much, man.
Stay in touch,
All
bro.
right, man. Happy anniversary. Have a good night.
Much
man.
love,
Later,
brother.
fam.
Thank you so much for stopping by, dude.
Of course,
Peace,
you're
bro.
welcome.
Later. What's up, Echo? Sorry. We got a little behind there.
Oh, I guess that was my bad. I was sitting out in the studio. I was waiting for an invite. I thought I'd get something. I didn't know that I had to enter the studio. So, you know, all this technology, man, it's like way above my head.
Oh man, that's cool. That's how it goes. Oh, we
Be right
got
back.
oh, Rufus dipped out. So what's going on with you, man? What's going on? What's new, Echo?
Just I've been doing a lot of traveling lately. I was going to put in a garden this year, but I wasn't going to be around to water it, and so it seemed burdensome to ask my neighbors, "Hey, can you come over and water my garden for me?" So been meeting some people actually that I've connected with online, and then driving out and then actually making the physical connection and meeting these people, and it's just been really incredible. You know how you get when you speak with someone online and you build up a type of relationship, and then when you go and you meet that person actually in real life, it's just like, first we had the spaces with on X with just the audio, and then I got hooked up on Discord, and then there was the video, and then the next step was to go out and meet some of these people in real life, and it's just been incredible.
Yeah, man, that's what you got to do. A lot of the meeting people online is good, but to go out there and meet people in real life is definitely a much better thing. It's a much better connection. You get to see people eye to eye. You get to talk to them. You get to do all of that. It's much better that way, for sure.
Absolutely. There's some great people out there. There's some great people on X. You guys been going for a year or two. I haven't got to come around and see y'all yet. Where do you live?
Come on down and visit us.
Yeah, the Sunshine State. Woo.
Yeah, Bill and I are in Florida, kicking it down here. So.
Yeah, I'm in Tennessee right now, and the whole place feels temporary to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It did since I bought the house and moved in a year ago. It just felt like it was temporary for some reason.
Huh.
And so.
Well, it sounds amazing, man. It looks like you're out there foraging mushrooms and all that.
Yeah,
I feel like
saw that.
you'd be the best man suited to survive all this mess.
Oh yeah, it's been great, and it's like usually when I would go into the forest, I would just go into the forest and pick, and then I got a new respect for things and for life, and became more thankful and more grateful. And so now I ask permission before I go into the forest, and the bounty is increased substantially. I think that we have the opportunity and the ability to connect with all living things, plants, people, and animals. And I've just been working on that. I've been working on a walk with the source of all things, doing a lot of meditating, a lot of praying, a lot of finding out what no longer serves me. And it's not about adding things, We run around thinking, oh, what do I need? What do I need to add? What do I need to change? We need to divest things that no longer serve us. And that could be
Absolutely.
material things, and that could be baggage that we carry, like unforgiveness and hate, the chains that weigh us down. But yeah, just been working on shedding some skins.
Dude, Echo, when you got time, I need you to come over and talk to my wife, because I've been trying to get rid of all this stuff around here, and she's just really trying to hold on to it, man. So,
Same.
please, or at least record a little message that I can show to her.
Do a little.
Just
It'd be
get rid
very
of it.
helpful to me.
Oh,
got knocking. Who's knocking?
What the heck?
someone else is here. Oh my God! Look who it is.
Oh, it's Vince.
What's up, my faggot niggas?
Well, there goes
What's up,
YouTube. Thank you.
Oh shit, are we on YouTube?
No, well, we
Who
won't
anymore?
We're here, baby.
We don't care.
Templar,
We
what's
don't
up, God?
care.
Echo. No, listen. I'm a disruptor. You guys know that, right?
Oh, that's
my
why
latest
you're
song.
here.
Yeah.
Hello.
Faggot Nigga is my next song, and my newest song from Kaki. That's my alter ego. So I like to disrupt shit because I know that they want us to censor ourselves in our heads. But
Right.
anyway, I just want to say, Rufus said that you guys, this is a 1 year anniversary, and it's fantastic to see how far you guys have gone. Great vibes and all that shit. You got it nailed down. Now it's like running like butter, right? Like it's running like butter.
Running
Like
like
butter.
butter.
Right?
And for anybody who doesn't know already, anybody who didn't listen, we wouldn't be here at all if it wasn't for Vince.
That's right.
He single-handedly taught me how to start and run a podcast. Didn't even know me, offered to take time out of his day across the flat plain on the other side of our plane in a totally different time and said, yes, it's an odd time for me, but I'll meet you. Taught me how to use OBS, taught me how to stream, taught me how to record, all of that for no gain at all. He didn't get anything out of it. He just wanted to help someone else. So we wouldn't even have a podcast if it wasn't for some dude I randomly met on Twitter reaching out and saying, I'll help you out because I'm a good person.
We did go on his podcast.
We
Oh,
did,
yeah.
but he offered to help me whether we did or not.
Oh yeah,
So-
no, I just wanted to point that out in case
because
have one.
because I saw you guys. You were really doing good shit on Twitter, but it's on you're using text, and it's not our that's not our natural way of communicating. I was like, dude, you at least need to get your voice in there. You know what I mean? Like you don't need to go on camera, but get on voice. So that's why, and it is a war, and I don't give a fuck where you living at on this flat plane. You know what I mean? Just
because he's
we all
clearly not in America. So just so you all know.
I'm waking up at fucking 4 a.m. here for you guys, but it's so worth
See,
it.
that's
It's so worth
soldier
it.
shit
Yeah.
right there.
Wow.
But it is a war, and you can't you can't sleep when it's a war. You know what I mean?
So basically, you've been up all night partying.
No.
He's been doing coke like the whole time.
No, I only did mushrooms and DMT once, but
There you go.
no coke.
That's
And
how we're
weed,
here.
Weed is good, since I'm
Mushrooms and DMT aren't
a
too
composer.
bad.
How many times did you do mushrooms again?
66.
Oh, you
So
haven't
good.
done it again since, so we can change the number.
But I'm planning on to do it once
At least
again.
a
But it's
teeth
not
or something. You can hold your pinky
Okay.
up.
Yeah, it's
So
not easy in
Vince,
Sweden, man.
I'm gonna try to figure out how to share it here real quick. All right. I want your permission to share this, to make this shirt. Okay, you ready? You ready?
What is it? Yeah, I'm ready.
What the fuck?
Is that good?
You got that's khaki, man. That's khaki,
Vibes, bro.
face. Yeah. That's what I said way long time ago, right? You guys got a good dude vibes. You got like fucking
yeah,
Al
boy.
Bundy, Al Bundy vibes, and you keep going with that vibe. I think it's great.
I love
Hell
it
yeah.
so much.
That's fantastic. So listen, guys. Can we talk about Trump? I always wanted to
We
talk
can
about
talk
Trump.
about whatever you want, man.
I don't know what you.
Well,
What do you
hold
say?
on. First, before we
Hold
get
up,
into what
yeah.
you want, Echo, have you ever met Vince? Do you know Vince?
No, I have not. I haven't had the pleasure.
Nice to see you, man.
He's an awesome dude. Vibes.
Yeah.
He's very cool.
Oh yeah,
So-
he's dude vibes.
And this is Templar over here. If you don't know
Templar
him,
I've
Vince.
seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen Templar. I like Templar. What's up, Templar?
I like you too, Vince.
So okay.
Well-
Well,
Hold up, I don't think we had the times got kind of screwed up with Echo and everything, and I don't think we had time. We didn't have like a proper time for him. But can we do the question rundown with him real quick?
Let's do
Hey,
that.
go.
oh
go
yeah,
ahead.
for sure. The one question. If you could make everyone in the world know one truth right now, and they would just know it in their soul, to know it to be true, what would it be?
You're muted, by the way.
Echo. Yeah, I'm asking you.
No, he. Echo.
Yep.
Oh,
there
there
he
he
goes.
is.
Yeah. Man, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I figured. I knew he was reaching out for that one.
That you're of endless worth, and that we can be so much more than we are.
Heck yeah. You are endless worth, and you can be much more than you are. I don't.
That's an excellent answer, man.
I
You're
don't
like,
think
oh,
it-
I don't know. Let me give the best answer ever. Hold
Yeah.
on. You put me
In the
on the
shortest
spot.
amount of time.
Let me kill
Yep.
it.
Let me knock it out of the park.
It's awesome.
Oh man, that's awesome. I love the positive vibes from you. Everything I see your posts, I'm like, oh man, that makes me
I know,
feel so
dude.
much better about life. It's so much better.
He has totally like 180'd my mood so many times. Like I go on there and I'm
what he
just
does.
ready. I'm ready, guns ablazing. I'm ready to go. And then like I see him, he's just like, look, the chipmunks and this and that, and we're all nature. And I'm just like,
It brings you back.
he's so right.
I wanted to be mad.
That's why I repost you every time I see you, man. Every time I
No,
see you
yeah,
on the
dude,
thread,
it's like-
because everyone needs a little bit of what you got these days, man. And
Hell yeah.
I feel like we're all lucky to have crossed paths with you, and you've touched each and every one of our lives, at least us four, in a
Yeah, man.
Oh, absolutely.
way that
100%.
not many other could, man. Appreciate you.
I
Honestly-
appreciate that, guys. I really do. I mean, you know, there's so much distraction and diversion out there in the world right now. And so many things that are out of our control that we can't control. We're told not to worry about the things that we can't control. And so, why not dwell on the things that are good? Right?
Yeah.
Why not dwell on the things that can bring us peace and harmony and hopefully together in some type of unified form, something that we can find in common, you know? And so, yeah. I feel like I was sent here to lift up and encourage. And I think that
You're doing it then.
we all were sent here to do that, right? So I'm just trying to do my job.
That's
and I
awesome.
appreciate you guys. Been kind of hanging out with you since the beginning. And
Yeah, you have.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You have.
it's been a fun ride, hasn't it? Last year has been pretty friggin' incredible.
Wild.
And I'll go ahead and drop a couple quick bombs on you if you don't mind.
Okay.
Please, man.
Whatever you're seeing in alternative media that's popularized is probably going to be propaganda, and I'll give you some examples. High vibrations, high frequencies. And you're like, wait a minute, don't we want to be on high vibrations, high frequencies?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the 432, the 528, all of these are high frequencies that open up the pineal gland so that the energy plasma can be harvested. This is all a trick and all a ploy. The flight or fear feeling is a high frequency. Why do you think they're creating so much fear, right? There is an organ that's under attack, and it's not the pineal gland. It's the thymus. The thymus is the Ark of the Covenant. It sits above the heart. It has the winged cherubs. And in that is 144 actinic cells, and these are the essence of who you are. This is how you communicate with the source of all things. It's not this. Mind your mother. Right? They put everything in mind.
Yeah.
But it's in the heart. And it's in the heart that we need to manifest the energies and the vibrational frequencies, not from the head.
Facts.
Right? And
Can I ask a question about that real quick?
yeah.
Is that the same purpose, like for the plasma harvesting and such? Is that what they have like amphitheaters for, and like the obelisk and whatnot?
Coliseums.
Yeah, because you're usually like, it looks like it's meant to be like a source to kind of like either suck or expel energy, right? But what you're talking about there with like plasma harvesting would make sense, right? And since it's all a cycle of plasma anyways going to the sun, I mean,
You're not using your brain to root for the football team.
What's that?
You're not using your brain to root for the football team. You're using your heart.
Yeah, so they want to extract that. Basically, they want to.
Yeah, but you're
Yeah.
operating on a high frequency.
Right.
Right.
Because when you get excited and you get agitated or you get angry, these are all high frequency vibrations, and we've been told that they're all good, but they're not all good. And the thymus actually begins to shrink around puberty because that's the age of accountability. And it begins to shrink because of the inputs to the temple, because your temple is a holy place to the Creator. And this is really going to maybe not be a very popular thing to say, but still I must say it because it's the path that I'm on, is that eating meat is part of the blood covenant that decreases the thymus, which is how you connect with the Creator. And Genesis 1:29 and 1:30 says that we were given plants for meat, right? And the animals were given plants for meat. And so this whole term meat has been twisted throughout time. We're supposed to care about the animals. They're a life force, right? The plants were given to us for food. And if you guys have ever seen any videos of a slaughterhouse, I think it'll probably cure you of eating meat. They disconnect us from that, and they put it in shiny packages in the grocery store. And
You're killing
so
me.
we don't have to look at it. We don't have to deal with it, right? We just go get it and consume it. But all of these things are like negative inputs to the temple. It can be food, it can be water, it could be the people you hang around with, it could be the media you absorb, the music you listen to. All of these things are inputs into the temple. And so keeping the temple clean is important. The thymus is connected to all of the other glands in the body, and the pineal gland doesn't even work without the thymus. So what does a magician do? A magician goes, look up here, and then does something over here. So why do you think that they're talking about the pineal gland so much? You know, why is this just all of a sudden now this public information? So we live on a problem and solution wheel. This is how it's designed. They present the problem and then they present the solution. And then when you get to the solution, you find out it's a problem, right? This happened during COVID when they talked about, well, the jabs, of course, and then take vitamin D3 and zinc. And those two products, most of them on the shelves have cholesterol in it, which is rat poison. And it doesn't biodegrade in the body, it accumulates. And so the more of it you take, the more that it accumulates, and then it causes health problems. But it's a problem-solution wheel. And so these high vibrations and frequencies that they're promoting, the opening up the pineal gland, yeah, go ahead and open it up. Give up your light, give up your energy, your plasma. This is all part of the design, guys. And so I've got a lot more, but I'll just land it there for now.
Wow.
Dude,
yeah,
you
dude,
have
we got to have
so
you come
much.
back on, man.
Oh, I know. I think there's no rule for that with me. We got to have everybody we've had back on. I don't care because we always start like, oh, an hour will be enough. 2 hours is never enough. We always have to get into more. There's always more to talk about, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You are a wealth of knowledge. I love it.
Yep.
I love it, man. It's awesome.
Absolutely, dude. And you come from a good place. You know what I mean? You could just tell. You know, you could read that from somebody. They're not out there to try to dissuade anybody from doing anything that they want to do or don't want to do and all that. You're putting it out there and saying, hey, you know, it's
Here's
just like
the
you said. You're
truth.
like, maybe I shouldn't even do this, but I feel compelled to do it.
Yeah,
You know
here's
what I
the
mean?
truth I found. Believe me or don't, this is what I feel. That's how I feel you come off. I think it's a great way to be. And I know you're a fellow musician, so I respect that too.
Ooh. Hey, rock and roll, man.
And I think we would all do well by echoing your sentiment.
I see what you did there.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey. All right,
Rufus has
man,
all the
yeah.
percentages.
Thank you so. I mean, you're cool to hang out and shit, but we gotta talk to Vince too, man.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry, man.
No,
don't be sorry,
We're good,
dude.
man. It's okay. Again, when we first were deciding to do this, I was like, one of my ideas and Rufus's ideas were to have everybody on, and I was like, that's never gonna work. It's gonna be too hard to line people up. So the fact that we've done it this well so far, I'm thrilled about. I'm thrilled. So it's going awesome, and you're cool to stay. Just we got to talk to Vince too, and feel free to jump in whatever you want, man.
Yes, dude. Remember where we stopped off, and we're gonna pick right back up there, man, when we have you on again, and we're gonna get you a mic too, because your mic's a little low, and just for the entertainment of the crowd, I think we got a couple messages that said they can't hear you very well, so we can on our headphones.
Oh, as Rufus glitches out. As Rufus glitches out. There it goes.
Dude, he totally looks like that the dude from the Clones video and everything when he's freezing up. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh man,
you
he's
froze.
gone again. He froze.
Yeah,
Rufus, you
dude.
there? You there, audio?
Drop out and come
he's
back in, my
gone.
dude.
Yep, drop out and come back.
Malcolm.
Oh, what
I
up,
know.
Michael?
I know he's here.
No,
I wish he
dude,
would have the
get in.
cojones to jump up, but
Yeah, get in. This is
so
full on.
Vince, man, what's up, Vince? Oh
Hey,
my God,
I
Vince.
mean, I don't know. When did we speak the last time? It was a couple of months ago or something, right?
yeah, something like
It was
that.
We listened.
So I just want your honest opinion. So before,
No, I'm gonna lie. Come on, Ted. Let's go.
Before I was gonna vote for Trump, but now that Biden dropped out and it's Kamala, I think I'm gonna vote for Kamala, bro. What do you think?
Really?
No.
Well, I'm out, man.
First of all, I'm not voting for
See you
anybody.
guys.
But second of all,
I don't give a fuck.
no, I think it was
No.
a crazy turn of events how no one voted for her or the vice president, and now
Well,
they're
it just
in.
shows you what they are. You know what I mean? They are a fucking cult. You know, and really, the lefties don't give a fuck. They just
No,
want
they don't.
somebody that can speak. And she's a woman. She's kind of black, Indian,
But she's
whatever.
not good at speaking though.
I know she needs the teleprompter.
What,
and
you
Trump
know
points
what
that
I
out.
think it was? I think it was they put her as vice president at the time for obvious reasons. And for them to not put her up for president once she was vice president would be too racist. They cannot do that.
Oh yeah,
If there was a female black vice president and the president dropped out and didn't put her up,
yeah.
no,
Cooked.
man, no.
You can't be doing
There-
that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't do that. So
Yeah, I agree. It's something like that. But I don't understand why they didn't choose Big Mike though, because Big Mike has a larger name. But maybe they're afraid that if they choose Big Mike,
Who is Big Mike?
Michael Obama.
Michael Obama. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean Michelle Obama. Yeah,
oh, sorry.
Right.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I maybe they're afraid that if she was the candidate, then it will
Scrutiny.
be people would meme the shit out of him.
Yeah, too
with
much.
the balls and stuff. Yeah, I think they cannot go and
on
they're not.
account of the dick.
Yeah, they're not embracing the trannies. They're not. I don't understand. They should be proud of a tranny, president. But
I
don't know.
don't know. I hear things about Kamala as well, man.
Really?
Yeah, there might be some male
That
origin
camel.
there.
The Camel Harry is a man too.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody in the comments could probably definitely help us out. Maybe Templar knows, but I don't know.
I mean,
I
everybody's
hear
a man
grapevine
now, so I don't know. But
That,
You're muted. Or if you-
I don't know, but I'm gonna drop down because there's not really a point for me to be up here. I just wanted to say hello to you, gentlemen.
Hello.
Vince, you're awesome. Echo.
Thank
good
you,
to meet
Templar. You too,
buddy.
man.
Thank you guys for letting
Thank
me
you.
say hello to you.
Oh wow. Okay. All right, man.
Thanks
don't
for
know how to
hanging
get
out,
out of here.
Templar.
Yeah,
Oh.
thank you for having me.
I
love you.
can drop you out. Peace,
All right.
man.
I love you
Later.
guys. Thank you.
Me too, man.
Peace out,
Later.
Templar.
All
No,
right.
listen. I just want to say this before going to the Trump stuff. You guys have heard about in the UK where somebody got arrested for a fucking Facebook post or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. So shit is clamping down. You know what I mean? So
It is. It's getting real.
yeah. So I feel like we need to put in an extra gear. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go to prison. I don't give a fuck. I'm here to serve God, and that's it.
I'll bust
That's
you
it.
out, bro.
Yeah, yeah, in Sweden, right?
I'll come to Sweden, dude. I will pose as an IKEA employee. I will make my way back there for my fucking training, and I will bust you out.
But you know what the thing is? This is the funny thing. You know, in the Middle Eastern countries, you know, I'm a Persian, but in the Middle Eastern countries, people are aware that the government is very strict and shit like that. You can't criticize the government and shit like that, you know. And people in the West, they call those people like tyrannical, right?
Yeah.
And the West, they're doing a different strategy. They know they can't do the same type of things that the people in the Middle East do, you know. So they're going a different route. They have now created, you know, a bunch of woke tards and you know, these fucking people that are so sensitive and you know, take offense to everything. So they're using those type of people, and then they're using them to create tyranny. Meaning, if you say something offensive to these woke tards, you're gonna go to jail. So they're going a different route to tyranny because they can't go the same route as the people they accuse of being tyrannical in the Middle East or whatever you want to, you know, call it. So they're going a different route, these motherfuckers. Okay.
Did you say they're going through the back door?
Back door, exactly, like Michelle Obama. Exactly. They're going the back door.
He took it, ran with it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. Yes.
They got to trick us.
Yes, they got to trick you because they have to maintain the idea that they're still, you know, democracy and freedom.
There's freedom.
Yeah, there's freedom. We just care about the woke tards not getting offended, you know? That's all we're doing here. So you got to go to jail because we feel that you offended whoever. You know what I mean? Who decides who gets offended at what? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like this is their plan. These motherfuckers.
They decide, just like they decide what's entertainment, they decide what's not. They decide what's acceptable to say, touch, see, feel, hear.
And that's why I made the song "Faggot Nigga" because I am a faggot nigga because I identify as one. You know what I mean? My thing is this.
That's
my
okay, Templar. We accept you for that.
Yeah.
Listen.
No judgment.
They are weaponizing words. Okay, we need to reduce the power of the words. You know what I mean?
They've done a good job at that by just like endlessly calling other people names. Those names don't really have any weight anymore.
I know, but they're like wizards. So they put power in these words. Yeah, fucking wizards. They are wizards. Okay,
Yep.
They put power in these words, and they want these words to have power because that's the way they take us down. You know, you're a racist, you're a homophobe, this and that. You know the drill. You know.
Yeah.
So we need to take the power back on that. I just wanted to say that this is a completely different subject here. But I always wanted to talk about the Trump thing because we never got to talk about it. I don't know how you guys feel, and it doesn't matter to me if you feel like he is an actor or whatever. I'm okay with everybody's view.
So are you saying that there's a chance he didn't actually get shot?
Hey, listen, that's a weird one. That's a weird one. There is a chance, but
yeah, there's a big chance, bro.
There is also a chance.
Ear looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that ear looks pretty good, man.
I know, but maybe it just glanced a little bit.
Oh, just glanced it, dude.
Hey,
dude,
who knows though?
I don't know if he got shot in the ear or not, but I do know that today,
Ted,
I told him that it was going to be our 1 year anniversary of our episode, and he was like, "Oh, isn't Bill on that podcast? Let me send Bill a special message." So I have it right here.
Great business. You've been voted #1 at everything. No matter what you do, you seem to be #1. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I would never say in your case that you're fired because you're doing too well. So I'll just say you're hired. You're a spectacular guy. You have a long way to go. Happy birthday.
Yes.
That was
from the Don himself.
Was that real? Not AI.
Absolutely.
I mean,
real.
it was real, but it was clipped up from something else. But
listen, listen. I don't know. I don't know. It might have been staged, but it might have been staged by the good guys as well. You don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know?
I mean, I would
yeah.
like to think that I have a pretty good, sense,
Yeah.
if you will, and I'm sensing that it's not as malicious as it's been portrayed to be. Let's just
How
put it-
come? How so? How so?
All right.
It's just
No,
a lot of acting going on, my man. A lot of foul ups, a lot of quirkiness, a lot of just, you know what I mean? Like blatant, are you paying attention, people kind of things. Does that make sense? You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I don't think that there would ever be any sort of, and let's put it this way. He took it like a champ, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
nothing.
Fight.
Like,
But he is a champ. though.
there's no even PTSD.
Bill, he is a champ.
Yeah,
though.
go out of here. Is he leaving?
What? Oh, Echo. You leaving?
Oh, is he
up?
Oh, he was saying fight.
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 Yeah, he's saying fight.
Oh, he did leave.
Oh, he was leaving.
Yeah, he was leaving. Okay.
Peace out,
No.
Echo.
Peace.
Okay. But dude, no PTSD? Like you twitching going on? There's nothing? Like you
Not
almost
the
died?
Don.
It's almost like he knew it was coming.
But
It's just
hey,
real-
Bill,
I
listen.
can't believe Rufus never came back, by the way.
Oh,
I'm just
maybe he
saying.
lost his
We
internet.
miss you,
Massive
Rufus, but keep going. Sorry. What were you saying?
Listen, you gotta admit though, this guy is one of the most unique motherfuckers ever. Listen, if you like him or not, if you think he's an actor or a black cat or whatever you think it is, he's one hell of a unique motherfucker.
Dude, I literally said to
I
my
love
wife
him.
tonight, even if he is an actor, he's a damn good actor.
He is
And
the best actor
From what
in the
I've
world.
seen of his acting, it's not that great.
I
Just
know.
gonna say.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I've been saying too, because a lot of, I call them doomers. If anybody gets offended, that's on you. A lot of doomers, they're, like, he's an actor, he's an actor. I'm like, dude, if he is an actor, he blows, I mean, not literally, but he blows Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, all of them combined, right?
I think he just might be that good.
Dude. But
Of an
hold
actor.
on.
Come on,
Dude,
man.
I think the Don is the fucking Don, man. I think he's their freaking guy.
Maybe. Okay, good, Des. I am sort of semi.
I'm sold on Donald Trump being the fucking man and also being that much of the fucking man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I'm kind of with you.
I
Listen,
fucking love you.
listen. I'm kind of with you.
Rufus
With
is
this.
trying to come back.
Yep.
Let him in, man.
Let's see him.
oh.
Let him in. He's the wheel of death. Hold on, but while Rufus is loading, can you please do me one favor, Vince?
Yes.
At 2 hours 31, let's say 32 minutes, can you wish us a happy birthday for the podcast as Donald Trump?
32.
Just go, man.
Well,
Happy-
this is a great event to be joining you guys. It is, what is it called? The Phone Booth Podcast, your first anniversary. You guys are doing really good. I can't endorse you enough. You're gonna be beating that motherfucker Joe Rogan, that little bitch who endorses RFK. And instead of me, RFK, really? The dude can't even speak. So, no, I think in the future, you guys will beat Joe Rogan, that bald little motherfucker. I'm sorry, Ted. But, I love your baldness. I hate his baldness. Your baldness is very good. It shows me in a good fashion. Yeah, so I think you guys are dude vibes. You're a fantastic show. Just keep going. Never give up. And, just to tell you, I'm not an actor. I'm doing this to save our country. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Fuck off.
I hope that was okay, at least.
Hell yeah.
Oh
It
my
was okay.
God, I love you. I love
came-
you. Oh my
you just
God.
threw that at me.
Dude,
Hey.
if I ever win the lottery,
Oh, you got one of those.
Yeah,
Is that you? Who's doing that? That's
I
nice.
thought it was you at first, but it was Bill, so I did it back to
Ah.
you thinking it was you. Dude,
He's
if
getting
I ever
advanced.
win the lottery, the first thing I'm doing is buying you a plane ticket to South Florida, and me and you are hanging out. I'm not
Hey.
even fucking joking. You are
That's
one of
my
my
goal.
favorite people ever, man. I don't even
I
know.
appreciate you guys too. Listen, my goal is to take my wife and leave this fucking commie country and join the fight. Really. This is the final battle. This is the last fight of the game. It fucking feels.
Hey, but over there, like, do they really put you in jail, or is it more like on the honor system? Like, yeah, you know,
in Sweden.
Yeah. Do they lock you up, or they just kind of like put you in the corner? And
Oh
say,
my god.
I mean,
Someone else is here, dude.
What?
Somebody's knocking on the door.
Oh!
Sacred.
It's sacred.
I know sacred a little bit or something. Flat Earth guy. Coming with the wind, man.
Another one.
Bites the dust.
Alright, boys.
Sacred, you want to take this?
Yo, Pierre, shout out to the level heads.
Always fucking Floyd Mayweather.
If you tackle LeBron, that doesn't mean you beat him. Still crossed you up. He was still going to dunk on you.
Going on?
Level heads.
What's up?
What's up, Sacred?
What's going on, man?
Wow,
What?
man. What's going on, man?
What an engine.
Hey.
What's up, my guy?
I don't know what the fuck that was, but it's great to have you, Sacred.
Good to see you too, man. Happy flat anniversary.
Flat anniversary.
Thank you, man. Thank you. We're
Flat
very happy to
anniversary.
have you here for that. I got a post right quick that you're here, so
Yeah,
people
so
will
we can
actually
get
show up
people to-
now.
yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, let's talk. Sacred, what do you think about Trump?
Oh shit!
About Trump.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Is with the Illuminati. he's playing
Yeah,
that,
dude. We
right?
know. We always get to hear you talk about like scientific shit and the Earth. What do you think about Trump?
Let's talk
Hoping
politics.
he's not part of the PSYOP. That's what I'm hoping. I hope that
Hoping big
everybody
time.
that's going full force, thinking that he's gonna save us. I hope y'all are right, because if not, that's probably the biggest PSYOP outside
Yeah,
of
we
the
got
places globe Earth.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I'm fully with you. Listen. I'm not a fucking blind Trump follower. I do understand that either he is on the good side or he's Lucifer. So he could be. If he's not good, he is Lucifer, because nobody could put on an act like that, being that authentic. That motherfucker is one of the most authentic people I've ever seen. Okay, I know I can read fakeness and authenticity. I'm not bragging here, but I think I'm really good at that. I've watched him since the fucking early 80s to now. The way he acts, the way he speaks, what he says, facial, expressions, the voice, all of it is the same. Either he is so fucking authentic, it's crazy, or he is Lucifer. So we just have to see.
Could he be an authentic psychopath? Could he be one of those?
I mean, the thing
Yeah,
is, I
he's
mean,
real good at that.
he's like he is a billionaire Hollywood politician, y'all. That I'm just saying.
Right.
A lot of labels on Trump.
Okay,
It's
let's
always
talk about that. Let's talk about that for a second. If there is a good person that wants to take down these motherfuckers, how can they do it? They must infiltrate, right? You can't just go up to these hat people and say, "I want to take your system down." They won't allow you. You have to play, right? You have to play the game. You have to be a double, triple, quadruple spy, right? You have to be an advanced motherfucker. And that guy is into the art of war, right? We all know that,
Fact.
For sure.
And he did live a pretty good life.
Yeah.
And now he's being completely targeted. I'm trying to give him a little bit of benefit of the doubt.
Well, listen, I mean, what other choice do we have?
Kamala.
Ah, yeah. Cocksucker, yeah. Fucking cocksucker.
Sorry,
You know-
Proud. I didn't see you down there. I checked a minute ago. I didn't mean to leave you out.
Hey. I got banned on
Proud's
Twitter
here
for
too.
saying
What's up,
blowjobs.
Proud? That's my co-host, y'all. That's my co-host.
Here?
Testing.
There it is.
I'm proud.
I feel like
Hey, guys.
co-host isn't even the right description.
Other half.
Yeah, it's something like that because co-host is like you're the host, she's the co-host. You guys complement each other very well, so it goes both ways. I know that's what you meant. I'm just saying, like,
Right. You guys too, man. Y'all got a nice balance, nice synergy, man. So we just try to emulate the same thing.
We try. I'll just say I never tell any of them what they can say, what they can post. None of that. I would never, ever, ever do that. So anybody who says that in the comments, like, "Oh, you're just fucking copying," no, I don't ever. I would never, ever. That's just not how
what they're saying now. First they was like, "Oh, you guys are copying the Hollywood characters. You never show your face." Now they're saying, "Oh, you guys are posting it." Come on, guys. What are you guys gonna complain about now? Get about their mentions.
I know.
Just be you. If you unlock your uniqueness, you are something unique. It's that simple. Just be you.
You know what? Dude, yeah, that was the number one. That was the number one thing that I learned from Vince when we had him on the episode, man, and it changed like the way that I operate doing this. And I can't thank you enough, man. In the first year here,
no problem.
And it'll keep on going on to the next, but. You took away all my anxiety about coming on the show, man, because you always aren't afraid to make a fool of yourself. And
I do it all the time.
That, you're going to look stupid sometimes, man, and
I
not
do it
to worry
all
about
the time. Yeah, exactly. I said to you, Rufus, I said, it will give you freedom. Once you look ridiculous and embarrass yourself, you're now free. And let them think you're dumb. Fuck them. Do you know what I mean? You know you're not dumb.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's all that matters. Just like Columbo, Detective Columbo, the series from the 70s, 80s, 90s. They all think he's dumb. And he does that also on purpose. He wants the murderers to think he is dumb while he is figuring them out and fucking them from behind like Michelle Obama. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
If you guys aren't aware, Vince is gonna give it to you blood raw.
Oh yeah, I think he has less of a filter than I do. Yeah.
just letting you know. So
I'm just so tired of this bullshit political correctness, which literally means lying in a nice way. It just means I'm gonna lie to you. Political correctness. Like I think
that's the thing. You gotta like live your truth. Right, you live your truth, so that way you don't have to lie and remember to lie, right? Because there's always two sides.
Think about that, Sacred.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Think about this, Sacred. The more lies you collect, you are holding on to the lies, and you will become a lie yourself. You don't want to lie too much. Sometimes the only time a lie is good is to protect the good, like to protect your family, kids, friends, whatever. Like if some fucking FBI, like Ivan Rackling says, if FBI comes and asks for your family, FBI, if they come and ask for your family or friends, you're gonna lie, motherfucker. Good, lie. Don't be a cocksucker. Don't be a rat. That's the only time the lie is good. But otherwise, you don't want to hold on to a bunch of lies.
Yes, Vince is a stationary person, by the way. Sorry, go ahead, Vince.
Stationary.
Oh, he's not moving in perpetual motion.
He's a flat earther. Someone was asking if he's a flat earther, basically.
Yeah,
yes.
We're all flat earthers. If you're not, you just don't know it yet.
Yeah, I'm not a glober.
Dude, that's one of the first things I said on our podcast. This was like, everybody's flat earthers. They just don't know it yet.
And you see it's going crazy now. You're starting to see the celebrities and some of the other
big accounts.
Crazy,
Sneeko.
You seen Sneeko the other day?
Yeah, dude, in the last 3 days, there's been 3 accounts with over like 500,000 followers that have posted about Flat Earth out of nowhere. All of a sudden. And what Candace is doing, I don't care if you agree with everything she's doing or not. First of all, I think my wife's asleep. I think she's gorgeous. I love that woman. I'm just saying. But
shout out to Mrs. Ted.
Yeah. No, she's awesome. She wouldn't care. But she just her talking about it, just her talking about science, all of that is just it's amazing that so many people are finally having the cojones to come forward and say something, because we all know a lot of these people that don't touch it, they know. I'm just gonna go ahead and say Vincent Kennedy. I don't even care. That dude knows the Earth is flat. He's always talking about other stuff. He knows the Earth is flat. There's a lot of accounts that know the Earth is flat, and they don't want to lose all their followers, so they don't talk about it.
That's what it is. We even have people that really support us heavy in spaces, but they're afraid to join Flat Earth Fridays because they're afraid to get ridiculed just by engaging in just free mind thinking. And it's crazy. You shouldn't have to worry about stuff like that. You should be able to question your reality. Like, they don't teach you how to think, they teach you what to think. And as long as you question the reality, as long as you question the things that they're giving to you, like, that's all we want you guys to think. Just think open-minded, think for yourself. It's okay to think for yourself.
Sacred, could it be that these globers, they're afraid that if they come on your space or whatever, and they can't dispute what you're saying, that's then that they slowly now will become a flat earther without, even wanting to become one?
They all take it so personal. Like this, like they didn't create it. They're not related to Kepler. You're not Einstein's cousin. Like it's kind of weird how they take it so personal when you deny the science or you don't agree.
Listen,
and even for
Ralph.
the regular people, that's what we want. We want them to question it. We don't want it shouldn't be a stigma. It's 2024, like you should believe if you're hearing about flat Earth in 2024 that they're onto something. They have an idea. You just have to sit and listen. Like clearly you're not going to get it in one sitting, but it shouldn't be so taboo anymore. It shouldn't be a stigma that people think you're dumb.
But I think you said something there, personal. It is personal because they will personally change if they become confronted with something. Like if they can't dispute something, that will change them whether they like it or not. So it is personal, and that's why they're lashing out. It is personal. They don't want to leave that, that old fucking thing. They don't want to leave that.
They're old.
Yeah, the paradigm. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, we always make the distinction between globe earthers and anti-flat earthers, right? There is definitely a difference. The biggest crowd, the biggest group is the people that are sitting on the fence, maybe not have thought about it before. Those are the ones that are kind of listening, seeing what's going on in the replies, seeing how people are engaging. It's the anti-flirts that take it personal because they don't have no personality outside of the science that they just completely digest, regurgitate, and blindly believe.
Yeah, it feels like they can't handle that this world has been lying to them, it feels like they can't handle that shit. It's too scary. It's too scary for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an easy thing to come to a conclusion that everything that you believe in is completely inverted, that you thought that you were the smartest thing in the world because you were able to interpret some of the things that they've been given to you. But once you realize that, hey, maybe they are manipulating you, maybe they are deceiving you,
that's scary.
Reality that you go through, that truth that you go through is kind of shattering, right? It kind of breaks everything. But then once you realize what it actually means, it becomes beautiful. So they just got to get past that first hump.
This is the thing. This is the thing with truth. Once you learned a truth, it's there now. It's permanent. It's, like, for example, I always use this example. If somebody says, listen, I think your wife is cheating, you'll be like, really? I don't think so. No, I think your wife is cheating. Okay, fine. But if I then come home and I see Franco gorilla fucking my wife, then I know. Do you know what I mean? Do you know the difference between knowing?
That's one way to articulate it.
Yeah. Who's Franco? Who is he?
Some guy with long hair and muscles and open shirt,
It's funny because we know of Franco. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Don't let him fuck my wife.
Y'all mentioned, why are you talking about me?
Yeah, he did.
Don't let that guy fuck my wife. What I'm saying is, that is knowing.
And either on the floor in the.
That is knowing.
Either on the floor
Somebody
or
can
on your
say
back.
something, la 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 la, but you see it with your own eyes. You can never, this is now set. So
can't unsee it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you can't unsee it exactly. So this goes back to the Trump. This goes back to the Trump thing as well. Even if he was with the enemy, he has been waking up a lot of normies to a lot of shit that they didn't need to be woken up to. Listen, this is the thing I will say to the doomers. Whoever gets offended by that, the doomers who think they own everything, the elites own everything, and maybe they do. Maybe they don't own everything. Maybe they own 90%. Maybe they own 95%. Anyways, this is what I'm saying is to those people. what was the reason to send Trump in 2015? Because their claim is this, and this is what everything is based on, that in 2015 there was enough, like too many people was waking up, and they needed to send in Trump. That's their excuse.
Mm-hmm.
I have been awoken, like I've been waking up since 2006 or some shit like that. I did not see that many people in 2015 waking up. Of course, there was more than 2006, but not to the extent that they needed to send in somebody to direct them some other place. I just don't buy that. I need to see evidence on that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he told them about fake news.
Definite kick up once he came into the picture.
Fuck yeah.
And I think we could all agree that there was everything started kicking up astronomically,
Yeah.
especially flat Earth. I know for Ted and I especially, and we say it all
That
the
was
time.
around the same time, right?
Yeah,
2015-ish.
2016.
Yeah.
Like there was
Yeah,
a
right in there.
big movement going on from that underground, especially on YouTube before it was, taboo to have anything.
Censored.
Yes, exactly. Before they started demonetizing and all that, dude, flat Earth was all over the place on YouTube and just kicking ass.
So do you guys have you? What do you guys think about that? Was it enough people waking up in 2015 that they needed to send this fucking Lucifer guy in there?
Dude, if he is the Antichrist, again, I've said it 1,000 times. I'll say it 1,001. Thoroughly unimpressed. Thoroughly unimpressed.
Are you?
Oh my God, yes.
No, people
Okay.
are tattooing his name on their foreheads.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
There are
crazy.
psychological problems going on.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's nuts.
You know what? There you go. He's waking up. He's waking us up to the fact that the NPCs are real. That's what he's doing
On both sides.
Well,
On
listen.
both sides.
I'd rather have somebody do that though than Kamala or Joe Biden. But it's insane either way though. I agree.
They both play a part.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. You're right. Yeah, the yin and yang ish.
Listen,
extreme.
You know this guy Witsit.
Shout out to the man, Witsit. Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, he's a doomer, in a way, because I know you guys are probably friends. And I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this. I saw him and Dustin Nemo. You guys know who that is.
Yeah.
Yep, we talked to Dustin. He's been through Flat Earth Friday. Shout out to Dustin.
Yeah, and listen, we're all flat earthers, but I'm in no cult. I don't give a fuck. I am in no cult. I am just one man on my own journey trying to do my mission. I think we're all in a video game simulation, and we all have our own journey, and we all have our own mission to fulfill. Anyways,
That's the controller, bro.
huh? Master controller. Yeah. I think we chose this game. You know what I mean? Like everything that's gonna entail in it. But anyway, so they had a discussion about Trump. I did a little reaction on it, and they think the hat people rule everything, and it seemingly looks like that for sure. The hat people do rule a lot of shit. So they think he is with the hat people because you can see him do shit with the hat people, shaking hands, kissing walls, and all that stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Those things. Yeah.
It's there. I mean, let's be
Yeah,
honest.
I know. But if you know that the hat people rule everything, you gotta infiltrate them, and you might even need to look like them sometimes. You know what I mean? You might actually.
It
look
goes
like
right
one.
back to what Sacred was saying too. Is like, well, at this point, it's like we can only hope.
Yeah.
Right. That
Exactly.
that is his plan is to take it all down.
And
Or
if not,
at
we're
the
kind of fucked. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, I mean, for me, I'd prefer to at least. That's what we all live for. There's got to be some hope out there, and I mean, I at least hope that whatever you're saying, Vince, is what's really going on.
Yeah,
it's
because
not looking like that.
I
but,
know. But
you know.
hey, listen, we just have to wait and see. We got like 3-4 months left, and it's gonna go
They
way
also
crazy.
say that that's the problem too. Is we're just waiting and seeing, right?
Right.
Yeah, but let's be real though.
But I'm not waiting and seeing. You're not.
You're not. What are you
Rufus
doing?
isn't. I'm not.
No, but
I'm out here every day trying to push truth. Every day.
I know, but I
Mm-hmm.
think they're like, we need to go and take the streets.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose if you do that. They just gonna fuck you up. But
I think
let me
one
go-
day it will get to that point, but I don't
Maybe.
think we're there yet.
And if these
We
people are as
outnumber them.
if these people are as all controlling as they make it seem out to be, then I also got to think like, is it really the hat people? Because it's making it pretty obvious that it's the hat people.
Yeah,
So I mean,
of course.
or is that just a scapegoat too?
Of course, there's levels above the hat people, but hey, listen, that's another thing I want to point out. What you just said, Rufus. Think about this. I've said this probably sometimes before. Do you remember during COVID, Sniffles 19, when the toilet paper? I said this to you guys, right? When the toilet paper ran out.
Ran out.
The power of these wizards is they can just create that thing. They can just say that the toilet paper has run out. And even I wasn't even planning on to go get toilet paper, and I did. You know what I mean? So
that was a shitty psyop.
I know, but the point, Sacred, the point I'm trying to make here is the point I'm trying to make here is, how do we know these motherfuckers are this powerful? Because hold on, I'm not done with this point. Because the wizards, the power they have through the media is to make it look like something, right? Going back to the toilet paper thing, they make it look like it's a shortage. We all think it is. We all go buy it, and it becomes a real one. They create like wizards, okay? So, going back to the elites, how do we know that they are so all-powerful? Maybe they want us to think that, and then they become that. Wizards.
Validate it, right? We got to validate that power.
That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe they are really powerful, like 95%, maybe even 98%. I don't know, but 100%. Can we give them 100? Maybe they're at 70.
I don't like to say they're powerful. I like to say that they're influential.
Yeah.
Yes. Dollar, right? Because the only reason why the dollar works is because we subscribe to it.
Exactly.
And they trick us into thinking that we're less powerful than they are, right? That we don't have any power. Yet the internet itself can change the gender of somebody like that.
Yeah.
We crazy world, man. Oh,
yeah. And doing that's trolls and shit too that are out there like, yeah, so and so is a man, and when they're not really a woman. And this, like, dude, I see that naked.
Listen, I think there is a window though that is closing with the internet. So we gotta fucking put on the next gears, man, because I think when this window is closed, we're fucked. So we gotta throw out the words, the words that needs to be heard by people. Going back to the doom gloomers, I would say Whitsitt and Dustin are in that boat because they put all their hope in the Bible. And listen, I believe in God. I don't know about religion. I am in the unpopular opinion of how the fuck do I not know that maybe Lucifer is behind all religions? How do I know that? So my thing with Dustin and Whitsitt is this. Okay, so they think everything is controlled by these elites. Fine. Except the Bible was left alone? Somehow the Bible made it through? The hat people, I think even one of them said in that stream of theirs that the hat people had changed something in the Bible. Okay, so the hat people changed something but left a lot of important stuff about them in there. Like, if they change something, then I'm sorry. To me, that's tainted already. How the fuck can
I hear that's what Whitsitt talks about a lot, right? He talks about the interpretation and what the original text is, what the original verbiage in some of these ancient texts, and how it's been interpreted over time. And I think that could be where the con is, right? Because you can't have a con without giving you truth.
Yeah.
So it's all about our interpretation, which is what we talk about all the time. It's like when we make the same observation, like literally, we could talk to a anti-flat earther and we could see the same observation and have two completely polarizing different interpretations. And I think that's where we have to come to some type of an understanding. What is it that we're actually reading? What is it? Surface level? Is there a code? Is it some symbology? Like what actually is it? And I think that's where we have to figure that out.
Okay, let me ask you, is it possible, like, first of all, let me ask all of you, do you guys believe that Satan or whatever this entity is, does it exist or not? What do you guys think?
Yes, me.
Yes, Ted, Bill.
I think so.
I think so too. Yes.
I think it's a happy name for something that we don't understand, but yes, I think it exists.
Right.
Okay, so let's ask everybody, and then I want to add something. Ted, Bill, yes. Death is not here, right?
No, he's left.
No, in spirit.
It's here in spirit.
Grabbing souls somewhere.
Sacred.
So I think within our third density reality, there's always like some type of duality and there's always some type of balance. So it would seem if there is good, there will have to be some type of evil.
Okay, good. So Satan you probably exists in your mind. I mean, your mind. In your
There's so many.
Yeah, maybe not a red guy with like horns.
Hard drive.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
some
yeah.
entity, right?
Yeah,
Maybe it's not even physical, right?
Correct.
Right, something immaterial that's affecting our energy.
So it would also be outside of time, right? It doesn't really die off or something. Like it has no beginning end or something. Like it's there.
Outside of our existence.
Yeah, but it's there. It's probably been here. Okay. Sacred, Rufus, Satan.
There's something.
There's something. So I take
Yeah.
that as a yes. Right?
Yes.
Yep.
And proud.
Definitely a higher entity, but as far as Satan, I guess no horns.
Yeah. Fuck the horns.
Yeah.
If the elites are doing all of these different type of weird stuff behind closed doors, we can't just ignore that.
Oh no, I'm not saying that at all.
They believe in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you say. Yeah.
But okay, so basically everybody is in agreement that there is some fucking force.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay. So if this force is there, it's probably been here since the beginning of whatever the fuck this reality is. Right?
As far back as we can imagine, at least, yes.
Yeah, so
I don't know. I don't want to get into the Garden of Eden and how there were people before that and all of that. But yes, as far as we can know, yes, from the beginning of anything we can imagine, absolutely.
Okay, good. So and this entity could have plans for thousands of years forward, meaning it wants to create this dystopian fucking control system. It can plan it for thousands of years. It doesn't matter to it because it got all the time in the world, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it's passed down.
What do you say, Proud?
I think it's passed down rulership or like
but
some
this
way
entity
passed down.
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, because you can't basically a proxy by proxy.
Yeah,
you know?
he fucking puppeteers some
Right.
people, generations after generations, family, Rothschild, whatever. But okay. And would you all also agree that this entity would be considered as the master deceiver?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Master deceiver, right?
Yeah.
And would you guys also agree that if you're supposed to be the master deceiver, you would then, outside of God, be the one that is closest to the truth? Would you guys agree to that?
You would have to know that in order to deceive.
Exactly.
Which makes the globe Earth ingenious, because that means that you would have to know what this actually is in order to conform our minds around that.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to come to. Besides God, this entity would be closest to truth than anybody. It would know all the truths of this reality and everything, because if you're going to be a master deceiver, you got to know the truth to invert it, right? So we got that down, right? Okay, good. Could this master deceiver then put in stuff in the Bible, true stuff, for whatever reason? Like, for example, if I'm to believe the Bible is from God, it has to align with what I think God is, right? Because if it was like in the Bible, if it said in the Bible, like God believes in beheading, raping, and like all of that is good, I would say, fuck, that's Satan, right? I don't. That's not God. I would never
You
assign
just
to
turn
that.
away from it. Yeah.
Right? So it knows, okay, what do I need to put in here so that they believe this is God's book? Do not kill, do not rape, do not this, do not that. You know, all of those things that we all already have inside of us, if we're sane. Huh?
Unfortunately, but yeah.
Yeah, we all have that inside, right? So we read that, okay, that must be God then. Good. I believe this is God's book now, because that makes sense to me. That God says, "Do not kill, do not rape."
Because it aligns with our pre-programmed intuition and morals.
Exactly, by God, hopefully, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. So you put that in there, right? And then what else do you put in there? You know, the mark of the beast and all that stuff, la 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 la. You know, but you know, ahead of, you know, in the future, you know. So not only do you have the thing about God in there that aligns with you, you also read about the mark of the beast, which is happening, right? But couldn't that be him just fulfilling his plans? You know, like the mark of the beast. Satan knows that he's gonna do the mark of the beast, so he just puts it in there to give it even more credibility. All I'm saying is, I'm not ruling that out. I am not underestimating the devil. If you're doing that, I think it's a dumb move. I really do, because we're not smarter than this motherfucker. This is a godly kind of an entity. I'm not saying as God, but you know, it is up there somewhere.
Have you ever heard of Revelation of the Method?
I have heard something,
Or like
but you can
karmic
explain.
energy, karmic debt.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. That they have
Like
to let you know.
they have to tell you what they're doing in order for them to come out on the good end. So I really think the laws of the universe and like that is real. So they feed off that. They really do.
Yeah, and that would tie into, you know, your free will, because I believe maybe the Supreme Creator, you know, who gave us free will, maybe put in also another law that if you fuck with their free will, you're gonna get fucked. Like a safety mechanism to this reality. Like, don't fuck with anybody's free will. If they fall for it, then it's on them. Then it's okay. You know, some shit like that. Yeah. But all I'm trying to say is this. What does it matter? Why can't we just be believing in God and that's it, and be good people? Why do we have to align to a cult? Because I believe eventually there might be a war between Christians and Muslims. They believe their God is right. Christians believe their God is right. And then maybe Satan is puppeteering it all. You know, like, ha, 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 look at these idiots. All of them believe in God, yet they're fighting each other, killing each other off, working for me at the end of the day. Both of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, anyways, going back to quickly, I don't know, I've been ranting here, but I just have to say these things. So
Fucking
going back to the
Swedes, bro. All you do is put your nose in where it doesn't belong. You Swedes.
And I got a big one. But I'm not a hat person.
I was gonna say, dude.
Even though I got one. But
You're the gay painter, not a hat.
Yeah, I'm the gay painter, master composer. Anyways, so going back to Dustin Emo and Witsit. What I don't like with what how they're thinking is they believe everything is rigged except that book. Why don't you also be that critical towards that book? How are you not that critical towards that book the way you are to Trump and the elites? Why is that book not getting looked into?
I think it is, though. I think it is. I think that's what he says, because he always says, like, you know, when you look at translation, you know, we have to go back to the original. I think they're saying, like, you know, what they're interpreting now is different than what the original interpretation is. So that could be the actual finesse. Now, it may not be 100% because they always reference, you know, other books. I know we talk about the Book of Enoch. What's the other one that they talk about?
Jubilees.
Right. So there's certain things that weren't included all in that book. There's certain information outside of it. But you know, certain things that you can appeal to that seem to have come to pass from what I'm listening to them, you know, because I'm not well versed in the entire Bible. I haven't read it from front to back.
Okay, fair. But my thing is this, though. If this is really a test from God that we're here and it's a test, why are you interfering with your own students in the test? Let them do the test as real as it gets. You already installed into them what they need to know, like do not kill, do not, all of that stuff. It's already there. What else is there to be known? Why are you interfering with your students' test? And also, the book is not, it's like a riddle. Everybody got their own interpretation. If you're gonna
That's exactly what I think the purpose is, actually.
What?
I think it's each person is supposed to interpret it their way. And I don't believe everything in the Bible. I mean, I'm not saying that things in it are lies. I'm saying that I think that two people can read something and take it a totally different way. And I think that's true for everything, but I think it's exceptionally true for the Bible, because I think even if the original text was totally different than what it is now, and I do think a lot of things can be lost from that, and I do think a lot of things can be misinterpreted, but I think if you're reading it with an open mind and an open heart, you'll take the things. Basically, you have to use your God-given discernment. You have to look at something and you have to see that, okay, this is a little off. This seems right to me. Maybe this could be this. I don't think any text that we're offered in this day and age should be taken 100% true. But I do believe that there's a lot to be learned from the Bible and a lot of good stuff in it.
Absolutely, I agree.
That's where I'm at.
But if is it from God? I don't know. They say this book is from God. If it is, then why is God talking in riddles? Why couldn't God be direct? Like, hey, I don't know.
Well, I mean, even if you look at the text, right, going back to Adam and Eve, was given specific directions. Hey, don't go near that tree over there, right? That was blatantly clear. And then it was, right, the serpent that said, hey, if you want knowledge, this is what you can do. But then that tricked them out of their position in their paradise. So now we're in this completely inverted reality, which something that we didn't have to worry about had we just followed the actual original instruction.
Yeah,
so
but
now it's up to us to navigate how to get back to that place, knowing where we came from, to know exactly where we're going.
But Sacred, let me ask you this: you believe in the duality of this reality, right?
Yeah.
Duality of this
Very.
reality. Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, when the serpent says, do you want this knowledge, blah, 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 and it opened up to evil in this world. I don't know. I don't buy that, because there has to be good and bad in this world. It's a dualistic reality. You can't have light without dark. You know the drill. Everything has an opposite in there. So I can't fathom a reality that just had one thing. Like everything was peace.
Same.
There was no... Huh?
Same. To me, the eating of the apple feels like they realized that they didn't have free will. I feel like before that happened, we would have been in a situation where we didn't have free will and we wouldn't be able to make our own decisions. And that would have been fucked up. Right. So the fact that our creator or whatever was almost about to do that, it's kind of side-eye to me. It makes me wonder, like, what is that about? If we hadn't got that knowledge. Some people think the eating of the apple is sex related. Because I kind of get it. Like, I get it, but I don't understand, like, what that would have changed. Totality.
Yeah. Listen, Proud. Do you believe, like, for example, if I'm going to say to you, if life has these, for example, my mind is running quickly here, early in the morning. But when we lose a loved one, the ability, like the possibility of losing has to be there to give something worth, the value. If we were all living forever and we would start to take everything for granted. Like, there has to be the possibility of loss. Just look at your own life. Like, if you were immortal, like if you fell down from a building and nothing happened, you wouldn't care about life that much. The thing about life is that there is bad shit can happen. You can die. Therefore, you're careful with your life. If you couldn't die, you wouldn't care. So what I mean is, there has to be the dark and the light. It just has to be there. And I know we're trying to defeat it to some extent, but I don't think we can ever get rid of the duality. So I don't buy this whole thing that before everything was perfect, and then the serpent came for some reason. Somebody let the serpent out to come to us and do this, and then all hell broke loose. I don't assign to that. I think this is This is a
But
duality.
even in that example, there was a duality, right? It was like the Garden of Eden. Everything was pretty much a paradise. Didn't have anything that they had to worry about. Everything was fruitful and abundant.
That sounds boring.
Yeah, until you go over to that tree over there, and then you see that,
Right.
that thing trying to deceive you. So even in that, within this reality, there's always that other side. There's always that balance.
It's always duality. Listen,
Yeah, what you guys are saying is the pendulum is always swinging, and what we're doing is we're fighting to keep the pendulum on the good side for as long and as much as possible, but it's not possible to like completely defeat the evil, obviously.
No, it can't be because I've been being ridiculed for saying this, and I don't give a fuck. I say I believe our 3D reality is an illusion. Everything is duality from 2D. I've said this to you guys maybe before. I don't know, but you know how a video game looks 3D? It's just pixels, man. It's just a different type of pixels, different from the 2D version of Super Mario. You know what I mean? It's all pixels. Even our eyes. Like you think you're living a 3D reality. It's just an illusion, man. Everything comes back to the two things.
Someone had a really good analogy when they were talking about 3D, 4D, and 5D.
Okay, let's hear.
So they were saying our reality is the third dimension, the third density, everything that we experience. And then they put the analogy into a 4D, like when you go to a movie, right? You're watching a movie, but then you can feel like the water, or you feel things on your feet, whatever's going on the screen, right? That's the fourth dimension. And then the 5D is living within that movie. Now, are we conscious enough to know that we're living with literally on a movie set? We're being guided towards a certain point. I thought that was really impactful because I never had thought about it like that. I don't want maybe you guys have.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. And also, if you think about it, it's always going to be the two things, right? Because what is 3D? It's up, down, left, right, in, out. It's always two axes. 4D, you said, feel, right? That's what you said, right? Feel in the movie, whatever it was. Feel.
Right.
What is feel? It's an on-off switch even there. Like you either feel, huh?
Sensory.
Yeah, but you either feel or you don't feel, right? Right?
Yeah.
You either feel or you don't feel. So it's always on and off switch, no matter how many fucking dimensions there is. It's always gonna be 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. You can never get rid of this 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Sounds gay like when I say that, but you know what I mean?
Get rid of the 2. Just get rid of the 2, okay?
Yeah.
No more.
2. So, anyways, I don't even know why we got into this, but I'm just saying duality has to exist. I would be bored in heaven. Anyways, Bill? Huh?
I think it was great, but I think we have different questions for you now.
Oh, go.
It's our turn.
No,
for
so
all of you.
I got to get to Vince first because he was here first, and then I'll get to both of them. So, if you could make everyone in the world know one truth, Vince, know it, not question it, just know it, what would it be?
That this is a journey simulation, and you gotta live it the way you're supposed to live it. You gotta do your best in this simulation. Don't take everything too seriously, because I believe there at the highest level, nothing really matters. And let me quickly just. It sounds very dark here, but I just think to the supreme creator, good, evil, it's just, pixels or whatever. It doesn't really matter to the supreme being. It's just an experience, and that's it. I used to believe this experience is feeding back to the supreme creator to evolve it, to grow. No, if the creator, supreme being, needs to grow, it means it's lacking. I can't see the supreme being lacking in any department. So this is just an experience. Don't take it too seriously. Do your best. Be unique. Otherwise, you will just fade away. Make your mark. Just be you. I can't stress this enough, man. Be fucking
Sounds
you.
good to me.
And now to the real important question before I get to ask Sacred and Proud. Do you know how to change a tire?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I thought one question is of course I know how to change a tire. Of course
He doesn't know. He doesn't
I'm
know.
trying to ask people ridiculous questions.
Okay, fun. Yes, I do actually, but I have a problem though. Usually my tires, the motherfucker in the mechanic, they tight it so hard, you know. So it's like
there's
really
too much soy in Sweden. You can't push it hard enough to loosen.
Listen, these fucking you know, these what is it called? They
the
do that.
The impact.
Air cut, whatever you said there. Yeah. They do it like that, right? And then it rusts, and that shit's just fucking tight. So it's gonna be a struggle. But of course, I know how to do it. You know?
He said.
Yeah, for if Sacred and Proud don't know, he lives in Sweden, and English is what your. How many languages do you know?
I know 3, but I've spoken for 5 years now. English. Yeah.
5 years English. So.
Yeah.
Speaks better.
I know it's crazy. It's crazy.
Listen,
it's
the only
insane.
important thing is that you understand what I'm trying to convey. Fuck how the words come out. You know what I mean? Like communication is about understanding what somebody's trying to tell you. That's it. You know.
Yep. I agree.
So much can
now,
be said without making
Proud.
sound.
I need to ask Proud if you could make everyone know one truth right now, what would it be? To know it in their heart.
Yeah.
That was a whole bunch of them. I'm not gonna lie.
I know it's hard
Take
to
your
pick the
time.
most important one.
Take your time, Proud. Feel it.
I definitely want them to know there is a superior race. I definitely want them to know that there is no curvature detected. But I think most importantly, like, we should know that the spoon is an illusion. It's not there. This is a construct, and you create your own reality. I've done it many times.
Nice.
Yes,
Right on.
That's a pretty amazing answer. I'm just gonna say, man. That's pretty awesome.
It's
answer.
simulation.
I'll program here to say that.
Oh man. And now I'll ask you.
He's the architect.
How fast can you run a mile, Proud?
You used to get the times in school.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I'm never gonna say my
couldn't-
time.
I know. I don't even remember.
As an organic or as a cyborg? You got to be specific.
Oh, that's
As
a
an
good one.
organic, because the cyborg's just not fair. It's just not fair.
Exactly. You can just rematerialize.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's times where it could have been like 5 minutes because I cared, and then it's times where it's been like 7
Okay.
because we were
Running out.
bullshitting on the mile.
You add those two together, that was mine.
Yeah.
That's solid.
For that.
I think 7 is a solid mile.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Works. So Sacred, you could tell everybody or make everyone know one truth in their soul, what would it be?
Wow. One.
Yeah, I thought a long time about this one. I wanted to fuck people up, so I'm glad it is.
I mean, it's a deep question, right? Because there's so many things that you would want people to know. But if it was one thing, I would say that you have a purpose, right? Everything in our reality seems to have like a ripple effect. One thing can change the rest of how history plays out, right? One thing, if I say one thing and it sparks the mind of the youth, they may come up with something that can change everything from here on out. Almost like a butterfly effect, some type of ripple effect. I mean, I don't even know if we would really have our community if we didn't put ourselves out there on Twitter and have these conversations. I mean, just hearing you guys, talk about how you came across like the level heads and Flat Earth Fridays and stuff like that. And it's like, man, we a year, 2 years later, and it's like, look what's happening. And I mean, I credit you guys for waking up so many people, just opening up a lot of minds. And I think that everybody has that ability to affect somebody in either a positive or a negative way. So you have to choose your actions and your words wisely because you have true power within your voice and within your mind and in your spirit and soul and all that good stuff. So, yeah, you're not just random. You don't just mean nothing. You're not an accident. You are here for a reason. I mean, I think there's even this statistic saying like you're more likely to win the lotto 1 million times over than to be born in this reality with all the sperm cells, Come into this world. So there's a reason why you're here. So just know that you have some type of purpose. I think that's what I would want people to know.
That's fantastic. Can I add to that? That was great.
No, Vince. No.
I just want to say exactly what Sacred said there. Everything has a ripple effect, domino effect, but you might not even know it. You might do your shit. 10 people watch it. You might not even see the fruits of your labor, but it will happen somewhere. You don't even know that it was you creating that change. You might not see it with your eyes, but it's happening. I would also add, dare. Okay? Just the word dare. That's it. Dare.
I would like to add to that. Think of it this way. Does the person who woke you up, whatever video it was, be it Eric Dubé, be it Flat Earth Fridays, be it ODD, be it Hibbler, be it whoever it is, do they know that they woke you up? No, they don't.
They don't.
So
Fantastic.
go out there and
That's
do
a
it
good point.
because you're waking
Great
people
point.
up.
Right.
That's fantastic.
And to
Exactly.
add on
You
to
don't
what you
know.
were saying, Sacred, man, I just want to say that, none of us got to talk tonight as much as we wanted to, and we didn't even delve into
My
anything
fault.
that we really wanted to talk about.
No, dude.
We're not pointing fingers here, Vince.
I'm pointing
We may
fingers,
know
man.
why, but
I am pointing.
well, you're here for a reason too, dude, and you guys have all affected our lives in a positive way and have been influential into what we're trying to do here on our platform, and we just appreciate, and that's the reason why you're here, is because you guys were so very influential into us even getting started in the first place, and
Thank you, brother.
why we continue to go
Fantastic.
on.
Amen.
So
Vince, go back and read the comments, by the way, before you give yourself that diss. Before,
well,
exactly.
These
I don't
just-
see any comments. I don't know.
I know you will.
Yeah,
You
you'll
go
go
back
have
to-
to
you
go
will.
back and read them.
Are they
And on
disagreeing?
what Rufus said, everyone here tonight who is on this show has affected us in a way, but not everyone who has affected us in some way was here tonight. So not
That's
everyone.
hard. Save that tweet, Ted. Save that one. It's gonna go viral.
Yeah.
we're not built like you guys. We're not built for these long 24 hours. This is a long one for us old geezers. So
Let me just add. And then it's like a chain. It's like a chain. You do the same for anybody else that wants to do this shit.
Yeah.
Help everybody out that is on the the good side.
Yep.
Because we need all the soldiers we can get.
Exactly. And we have to wrap it up, but I just want to say
Yeah.
one thing before we do. I'm very tired of all this infighting on the good side.
Thank you for doing this.
And
Thank you.
everybody,
Talk about it, Ted. Talk about it. Pay attention to this, man. Go ahead.
everybody who wants to fight people who are on their side, like I'm a very baby and bathwater type of person. Not everyone has all the facts, but everyone has a piece of the truth. You just because someone doesn't agree with you on something doesn't mean you get rid of them and you shun them or you do whatever. Just take what they're saying that resonates with you and leave what isn't and be kind to them. All of this infighting, all this is doing, it's what they want.
Yeah.
Stop fucking doing it. Stop fighting with each other. We're all on the same side. It's them against us. And when us fight, it's fucking stupid. Stop doing it, please.
Seriously.
you can have a
can
disagreement
we-
without fighting too.
Oh,
and
disagreements are welcome
Yes.
and healthy, but be
great.
respectful of each other when you disagree.
They are great.
Can we even throw out there, like, you guys know, we host every week. Like, you guys know Sacred is very level-headed. I'm talking to all the level heads, anyone listening who might consider themselves a level head, anyone in the truth community. We host and we have another platform separate from all the eyes of the anti-flat earthers, where y'all can hash something out, and it doesn't have to be a spectacle for the world to see. Like, there are places you can go to have a conversation, a one-on-one, and just get it out there and find common ground. Because if you guys agree on the nature of our world, you should be able to find common ground on something else, or at least agree to disagree in another situation. So
It's so
yeah,
true.
like, truthers, we got to be better about that. If you know the world is watching, like, don't give them a show.
Dude,
If you don't
I would
Otherwise,
say
you become
that-
like lefties. Yeah.
I don't agree with Rufus on everything. I don't agree with Death on everything, and I don't agree with Bill on everything, even though we've been friends for 25 years. That doesn't mean that we don't have to, like, that we can't get along and that we can't work with each other and that we can't see that, okay, we may disagree on this small thing, but those motherfuckers want to kill us. So stop arguing about the little shit, man.
We ride for each other. We ride for each other no matter what.
Dude, Bill and I don't agree on Trump. We don't agree on a lot of shit.
Yeah,
but
if someone was coming after my boy, I'll be right there on his back. And that goes for anybody in here. Anybody in here, anybody that's listening. And everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. You know what I mean? We are ride or die for anybody. You know what I mean? And I get that feeling from the same people that are here. You know,
I do.
And everybody has their own truth. Okay? Not everybody has the truth. We're all looking for it.
Yeah.
We're on different paths to get to it, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, don't try to force your truth that you can't even prove onto me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm on a different path. We're all here doing this together. We're riding, you know what I mean? Let's do
Not
this
only that, but
together.
you never know where someone is at on their path. Maybe they're 6 months behind you and you attack them. Now they're going to turn away from this and they're going to think all truthers are assholes and they're going to leave it. Coax them. There's tons of times where I like or retweet stuff that from someone I know is good in their heart. And it may be wrong, but I do it anyway because they're on the right path. Don't shun someone just because they're not all the way there. I'm not all the way there yet.
Nobody.
There's shit I don't know. None of us are. Don't cut someone off because they're not all the way there or because they think of religion different than you or politics different than you. That's ridiculous to do, and just fucking stop it. Just stop it.
And the key word was force. Don't force anything. I say, all kinds of force is rape. They try to force us to
Rape.
Yeah, grape. Oh yeah, we're on YouTube. Yeah, we're on YouTube.
We will be back.
Yeah. You know how they tried to force us with that? That was grape. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Don't force.
Yeah, man. Have compassion, man. Have compassion for each other. Know that if someone is not where you are yet, you were there once too. And just always keep that in mind. This community is great. You know, we're stronger in numbers, right? Like they can't do anything with us when we all stick together, whether we have differences or like minds, whatever the case is. As long as your goal is to make sure that everybody comes together and we're looking for that truth, that is the most important thing. Step outside of yourself. I mean, I can sit up here and talk about, it's me. I'm the biggest flat earth, this, that. And I will never say that. It's always about the level heads. It's always about the community. It's always about the truth. Yeah. And I can't do anything without y'all. I say that.
Let me add to Sacred. Come together, but don't become a cult. Okay, that's all.
Yeah.
Don't become a cult. That's it.
No, that's the thing. That's why I'm trying to point out that we don't all agree with each other, but we put a united front up. But we have differences of opinion, and that's welcome. But don't bring it as an asshole, and don't bring it as I'm right and you're wrong no matter what. Because if that was true, none of us, not a single one of us, you can try to deny it all you want, none of us would be where we are if we had that attitude. Period.
Exactly.
We would all still be clinging to what we were taught in high school, and that's it.
That's why you got dude vibes. Dude
vibes.
Dude vibes. Fantastic.
Dude, I love all of you. And again, I want to say it again. Everyone who was here tonight was here for a reason. And again, not everyone was, because there's lots of people we love, but like everyone we picked was here because they had a positive and huge influence on where we are. Not that we're anywhere, but we're doing the best responses I get are, your podcast just seems like some dudes hanging out talking about stuff. That's exactly what we want. That's it. That's all we ever want, is to just, we want it to feel like a place where people can just come and hang out and feel comfortable. And a lot of people, it's their first podcast they ever went on. So that's how we want it to feel. So that's all I'm saying. Love all of you, everybody.
Fantastic
Thank you so
to be
much.
Shout out to the phone booth pod.
What? Level heads in the building. Vince.
Level heads for life, son.
Absolutely.
Facts.
Shout out. Yes.
Great to
Thank
see
you,
you guys
Proud.
too.
Sorry
That's
you
great.
didn't get to talk as much.
Phantom, thank you for showing up. Everybody.
Sean, everybody.
Sean,
Dude,
Phantom.
come through.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. So many
Echo
people.
Mountain.
That Phantom guy, I heard a little bit. Really good stuff. Phantom,
Yeah.
whoever you
Phantom.
He's
are. And
awesome.
Sacred and Proud.
Phantom.
Great talking to you guys. too.
Yeah, you got to come to Flat Earth Fridays, man. I know you're hardly ever there, but you've been there before. But you got to come back. Everybody,
Yeah,
Flat Earth
I'm
Fridays.
more, visual and voice.
Yeah.
I'm not that good on telephone. That's okay.
I can vouch for that because when I asked him questions about the podcast, he's like, "Dude, we need to live stream. We need to look each other face to face."
Yeah, like humans, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey man, no cyborg shaming, man. Come on.
Aw, sorry, man. So everybody, love you guys. This is where we say death. Fade it out.
Fade it out.
Thank you so much, everybody. We had an awesome time.
Oh, dude, that conversation you guys were having was gold too. I just wanna mention that. I could listen to you guys talk about that for hours.
Oh, you
It'll go forever, man. All right, everybody. Love you guys. Have a good night.
What was
Peace.
that, Sacred?
No Earth.
Gotta get a life, bro.